Hi, hi, hello, hi, hi, yes, hi, it's me, hi, I'm saying things, hello, mic check, how's my volume? My volume good? Okay, my volume's good. Oh boy, I have had a day. Oh Lord. Okay. How we all doing, chat? How we all doing? It's Cursed Trains. We've got Mike somewhere. Once I unmute him. Oh boy. So you don't sound good. Because I've barely eaten anything all day. Like I went to Costa and I had this, I'm not gonna lie, it's a really nice toasty. It was like cheese and like sausage meat. God, it was gorgeous. But like, no, I've had just that all day. What else? I've had, oh, it was a hot milkshake. It sounds weird, but it was really nice. They do those at Costa as well. But I've been out all day. I was at charity shops looking for cake tins. I was at Aldi buying ingredients, and I've just spent the last 2 hours making a red velvet cake for my roommate's birthday. I also gotta say, in about 8.5 minutes, 8 minutes, less than 8 minutes, I'm going to have to quickly run downstairs and get a cake out of the oven, come back up, and then another 10 minutes, take it out the tin, and then I can leave it to cool. Oh Lord, it's been an absolute ruckus of a day. What flavour was the milkshake? It was chocolate and hazel. It was really nice. Let the chat suggest a dinner as a poll. Now, I know what I'm having for dinner. I went to the shops and bought food today. I'm not like... I'm not... Cake reveal? Someone put cake reveal. It's meant to be a red velvet cake, but it's not very red. I didn't have enough food colouring, and so it's more of just like a brown. It looks more like just a regular chocolate cake. Which, technically, it would surprise you to know a red velvet cake has cocoa powder in it, so it is like a weird chocolate cake, but not chocolatey enough. It's whatever. I'll make icing for it on another day. I think I'll make the icing for it tomorrow. Yeah, and I couldn't make it tomorrow, even though we're celebrating on Sunday, because tomorrow me and all my roommates are playing a very, very, very long-awaited, I'm talking like years-waited, game of Dungeons and Dragons. Add your own blood to make the cake red. My roommate suggested I do that, and I don't know if you know anything about baking, but that's not how that works. Anyway, where's Mike? Let me unmute. Mike?
Hi.
Here
Hello.
he is. Here's the boy of the hour.
I was really aggressive. Why were you... What was going on?
I've just been
That was a very forceful...
I've been rambling about like my day, how I've been at charity shops, and how I've had to spend the last 2 hours smashing a cake together. Which, by the way, if you've never made a red velvet cake before, two things. One, it's a surprisingly wet cake mixture.
Okay.
Like, it's very liquid compared to, like, I'm used to making Victoria sponge cakes, and it's quite a thick batter. Red velvet's a very, like, watery, runny mixture. And secondly, however much food colouring you put in, you probably have not put in enough.
Wait, you need food coloring for red? I thought it was just red on its own.
No, it's food colouring, because it's like a chocolate cake, but you need to put a shed load of red food colouring in it so it stays red.
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're learning here today.
I love baking, okay? This is like the one thing... If I gave up trains and I could do something else on YouTube, it would be baking or cooking.
Ooh, you have a baking channel would be kind of cool.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I would be mid-tier at best. Like, I am not a trained chef. Like, I could not make sushi, I couldn't make, like, anything overly complicated. But, like, I could show you the basics on how to, like, make brownies and cookies and a Victoria sponge cake and a chocolate cake. My famous pasta bake as well. World famous.
World renowned, even.
World renowned. People all over the world have said they've wanted to try it, and who am I to deny the world the recipe?
That's incredible, dude.
It is incredible. I've got less than 4 minutes before I need to run downstairs and get these cakes out of the oven. Oh, Jesus. What's worse as well is I've made more cake than I thought I'd make.
How much cake did you
I've
make?
made like 4 cakes.
That's a lot of cake, dude.
No, as in like 4 layers.
That's still a lot of cake.
Oh yeah, no, it's an absurd amount of cake. I think the tins I had were a little too small, so they're taller than they are wide.
Taller than the what? You've made like cake cylinders here.
They're not
What?
that tall. I've not made like
No,
a
if they're
rod
taller
of
than they are
cake.
wide, then you've made like a bucket of cake.
Oh no, like they are wider. They're wider than they are tall. What I'm saying
Oh,
is they
okay.
are slightly taller than they should be.
Okay, they're uncomfortably tall cakes. I see.
I wouldn't say uncomfortably.
Just
Apparently, I'm scaring everyone in chat. I've got like 4 comments like "Lord Jesus" and like "Jesus, chill out, man."
just it's just a load of cake.
Have a breather. It's just cake, man. It's just cake. You don't know how busy my day has been.
You've never seen a cake like this.
You've never seen a cake like this. Oh, God, no.
Someone in chat mentioned macarons. I love those. There was like a bakery in St. John's that did like peppermint macarons for Christmas. So good. Love them.
Build the LMS Fury with the leftovers.
Just like a little. Oh my god, what is it? Like,
compressing it all into a locomotive.
one of those episodes of Cake Boss. Have you ever seen that show?
I used to watch that show sometimes, and it's like
Cake Boss.
it's more icing than it is cake.
No, that's the thing. Like they don't bake cakes. They get a shit ton of Rice Krispie and then they cover it in fondant and like plywood and shit. And that's
Yeah, like
if they call it a cake.
it's
It's
like
not a cake.
is it okay? We need to make this cake like 8 feet tall. How are we gonna do this? I know, plywood.
We gotta make this cake in the shape of a giant fish or whatever. So they just like haul out plywood, cover it in Rice Krispie, and then chuck fondant, and that's their go-to. It's not a cake at that point. It's a sculpture.
It is. They just make sculptures out of icing and Rice Krispies.
Just the worst tasting. Like, have you ever eaten fondant or had a cake with too much fondant on it?
Oh god, and like, it's just pure icing. The only
It's like
exception
you're
to
eating
that,
wax.
the only exception to that is marzipan. If you're ever making a cake and you're putting marzipan on it, marzipan is like an icing that you can just eat by the block, and it is glorious.
I don't know if I've ever had marzipan. That doesn't ring a bell for me.
Have you ever had like a Battenberg cake?
I don't know. The cakes I've had are they just come from the grocery and it's a cake and it says vanilla and that's all I know about it. I've never had a fancy cake. I think I've just bought like
when you come to
the
the
whatever
UK,
from the
I'm making
grocery.
you a nice cake.
I would really appreciate that.
Well, do you want to make it together?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's the alarm. 1 sec.
There we
I've
go.
gotta...
Get your cakes, man.
I'll be right back. Hold on a second. One sec.
I'll be here.
People are saying they're going to make bad decisions in chat. I don't make bad decisions. I'll be right back.
What is the chat doing? They're talking about. Well, it seems it's just you and me, chat. I don't know what to do here. Say something. Well, I'm trying to say something. I have no idea what to say. This is an unusual scenario here. So how's your day been? I've been busy doing some photography stuff. Anyone in chat ever tried like cyanotype photography? Mike question, what's your opinion on your stay, ToT's attic?
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
hey.
Oh, I'm back.
That's good.
Okay, so in 10 minutes, I need to go back downstairs and take them out of the tin.
Oh, okay.
Because right now they're still in the hot tins, which is helping them, like, finish cook. And then... But if I leave them in the tins for too long, then steam will build up in the bottom, and that'll condensate into water, and then that'll be wet, and I'll have a soggy bottom. And as Mary Berry always says, we do not like a soggy bottom.
You don't want wet cake is like the yeah, no, that's gross. That's a gross idea.
Exactly.
Wet cake. Have you ever had like no? That's why like I hate those like styrofoam takeout containers because like the steam condensates inside and then the food just gets wet, and it's like I don't want to eat this now because it's filled with water. It's gross.
Oh, should we actually? Let me mute my phone. Actually,
what the train doing?
Actually, no, I shouldn't mute my phone because I've got the timer set. Bada bing, bada boom. There we are.
Bam! Look at these. What I'm seeing here, is just there's one that's kind of tilted forward a little bit.
I think this is the one we finished looking at last time.
Oh yeah, okay.
I think I started dying, and then I ended
the cursive train.
No, it's italicized.
Oh.
For both ToT and Mike, what's your favourite character from the Railway series? Mine's either Gordon or Skarloey.
I haven't seen that show since I was like 4, maybe. So I have no idea.
The original Thomas the Tank Engine. Who was your favourite character?
I don't know. I was like 4.
Pick a colour.
Let's go with the blue one.
So that's either Thomas or Gordon.
I'm going to say the blue one, and that's going to be my final answer.
There you are. That's your answer. It's the blue one.
The blue one. Let's continue.
For me, it's Duke. There you go. Right, Boots train.
Speaking of blue ones, here is a blue one.
It's the Boots train.
Boots. It's just, why is it Boots?
Well, I suppose you guys wouldn't have Boots, would you? Boots in this country is like it's not really a pharmacy, but it's like, I don't know what the word for it is. They sell like medication and stuff. Like you can get certain prescriptions from there, but they also sell like shampoo, healthcare stuff.
Oh, that's just like most pharmacies.
It's like a pharmacy, but it's like a chain of pharmacy.
Yeah, like what is it? Like there's like Kroger's in the U.S. I think that's a pharmacy.
Like we don't
actually that might be a grocery.
Like most pharmacies here are just called pharmacies. Like they just have
pharmacy.
They just have pharmacy in the title. Boots is just an actual store brand.
Gotcha. Okay.
Although why Boots would need an engine, I do not know.
It's to transport the medicine.
You
gotta get it.
Do you want to say that again? You want to have a crack at that sentence again?
It's to transport the medicine, dude. You gotta get it from one Kroger, yeah, you gotta get it from the Kroger's to the Boots, and then you're good.
All aboard the drug train. I beg your pardon.
Ah, yes.
What's his face?
The Salmonella.
Salmonella. Why does the train be looking like that? I don't know.
There's a lot of reasons. I don't know.
Hold on. Someone just said, "Can we have a mic only stream?"
Weren't you just making a joke last night about like
I was making a joke
over your stream?
I was making a joke the other night that like you and River are taking over my streams. And now people are actually demanding that you are the only person that is on the stream.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that. Though I probably wouldn't do like train related stuff, probably like video games. So like if y'all want like just a video gaming stream, I'd be down. Also, whoa.
He's yawning.
He's looking upwards.
He's just yawning. He's tired.
Is me when I see like what is it, those contrails? Just like trying to look at the airplane.
When you see a vapor trail off of a plane.
Yeah. Just look at it. Yeah.
Oh, that's nifty.
Oh, neat. A jet.
What?
Oh, speaking of jets.
Speaking of jets.
The Speedy Boy.
What was
This is
this
this
built for?
this is some dumb shit from like a 1960s Jetson future.
They're just like,
We
we're
gotta
going
get
to build some really fast automobiles, and then just
this is everyone's private normal car. They just take this to work every day. It's on giant what looks to be like concrete rails.
this is Taylor Swift's car.
Exactly. This is
I love those memes where it's like Taylor Swift just going to the grocery store, and it's just like her, and it's just a clip from, I can't remember, it's like a Call of Duty game, and it's just your character getting into like a jump jet.
God, no, it's hilarious. What is it? Elvis used to do that same kind of shit, didn't he? Back in the day. Right on a plane just to go to some random like restaurant.
Probably.
I don't know. No, he did, and then he had like the sandwich that killed him. Like this insane. It was like an entire loaf of bread with like a jar of peanut butter, like 4 bananas, I think it was, and then like that was deep fried, and they put it just a ridiculous amount of food.
I'll be fair, Elvis was going through it.
Yeah, nah,
Like,
it wasn't good for
if you
him
read
at
up
the end.
anything about like his contracts and stuff, he was royally screwed over.
Poor guy.
I can't remember. You'll have to look it up on YouTube. But someone watched every movie Elvis was in because Elvis wanted to be an actor like Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
And so he was like, okay, I want to be in movies. And then his producer was like, amazing, we'll put you in as many movies as we can so people can watch you on screen. And he's like,
You want
wait,
movies? We got movies for you.
He's like, wait, no, I want to actually be an actor. I don't want to do this.
Wait, hold on, no, wait.
And you can see, like, he was in 30 movies over the span of 10 years.
That's a lot of movies.
They worked him to the bone. Like, you can tell by the end of it, he was done with it. Also, not to ignore someone's super chat, someone said, train of thought, I haven't been keeping up with the stream. Would you do a stream on building the Lego Orient Express? Yes. I want to buy that set, and part of me wants to do a stream so I can justify the purchase, but part of me is just like, it will take so long to build, I am going to just do it on my own time.
Make it like one of those subathon streams or whatever. Just like a really long one.
It would be like a 5-hour stream. It's a big set. Let's see what else we got. When the 28882. There's just 3 locomotives stacked on top of each other.
Oh, that's what I'm looking at. I was distracted by like the cubes in the background.
It's the fact that it's in Roblox is my big issue.
You gotta love the, what is it, rock gravel texture. That's just not scaled.
It's just, here's a text, you'll just stretch it everywhere.
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Love to see it. What's up next?
Just...
Oh.
They've made him small.
He's just a little guy.
He's just a little fellow. They compacted him.
Just a tiny.
Let's see.
Oh no!
I'm trying to read chat, but it's like I'm trying to multitask in my brain. It go brr.
Chat's going very quickly.
Thoughts on the Opera GX panic button? It's a button that force opens a new tab, used to hide sus activity. That's not a bad idea, I guess.
Yeah, that's kind of neat.
I can see that being useful though when you just like, I need to open a new tab, so you just hit that button.
I want a new tab. Here's the new tab button. Thank you. Perfect.
Oh, my timer's just gone off. That means I need to go handle these cakes again.
You gotta do the thing, man.
I'll read chat really quick though. Someone's saying you're being mean to me.
Am I?
No, I'm being mean to them for not reading their comments or something. But I'm hardly reading any of these because I've got so much going on right now. And then USS Salem has said,
cakes or something.
USS Salem has said, watch The Wonderful World of Trains. It's a cursed 20-minute advert for Lionell trains in 1960 featuring an annoying red-headed boy and marionettes. We're probably going to have to watch that at the end of the stream then.
Yeah.
I'll make a bit of time for that. If it's as cursed as you say it is, if it's not cursed, I'm banning you from my streams.
It sounds pretty cursed to me. Marionettes are, unusual.
Anyway,
go fix your cakes, man.
I'm gonna go do the cakes right now.
They're gonna get wet, dude. You gotta stop that from it. Go.
Right now. Mike, keep them entertained. Sing for them.
I'm not gonna sing.
Like The Sound of Music or something. Entertain.
No, I'm not singing. I haven't sung on command since like elementary school, and I'm not doing that again. Ah, boy. Mike, opinions on ToT's basement. Okay, I see you, dude. Yes. Sure. Basement joke. Great. Congratulations on the fresh air, and it's fine. Whatever. I'm sorry. No, I'm not gonna sing, chat. I'm not gonna sing. Opinions on Metallica, they're cool. Not their later stuff. Their later stuff kind of sucks, but like, the early stuff is neat. No, I'm not. Okay, no, when I was in elementary school, right? When I was in elementary school, people got it in their head that I was good at singing. So I was given like, solos in, the play or whatever. Actually, like, little side note, I've got a picture of me from elementary school wearing this pretty bad looking lobster costume because we were in a school play and I was dressed as a lobster and I got a little solo. My point being, everyone was like, oh, sing for us, dude. And I was just like, it just got like, have you ever had that? Like someone literally demanding you perform for them on the spot without like any kind of prompting. It's not a nice like experience.
Not been doing anything illegal.
Oh boy, what are you
doing? Anything naughty?
Nah, I've just been talking here. What is chat doing? I don't know what chat's doing.
Chat's just being.
What is
chat. Someone says, "Dad, he didn't sing." I'm disappointed.
No, I did. Well, you can be as disappointed as you like. I'm not singing. Anyway. Someone asked what my D&D character is. Oh, thank you. It's what is it?
Rabbit folk.
Oh yeah, it was rabbit folk actually. It was a haybrush. That was a good. I'm still waiting for ToT to do up the next session of that campaign.
I'm just rocks fall and everyone dies. That's the campaign. It's over. We're done.
Great.
Next up on the old curse train.
It's an L shape.
Oh, that looks like an entire like bogey though.
That looks like it's made of plastic. You know what I mean? It
does. Like the paint is just being that one solid color. I feel like if I tap on that, it's going to bend.
I mean, like the silvery bits at the bottom. It looks like the same plastic that's used in like TVs from the 1990s. I had a TV as a kid that was made out of that exact same material.
No, it's like whenever something's meant to be chrome on like a Transformers toy, that's like the kind of plastic they use.
I love it. I love the fake chrome.
Someone's saying, where is River? River, if you look carefully on a map, you'll see a river. There might be one close by to you. It's a body of water that tends to flow from high ground to low ground. That's where a river is. Check your map. Oh, no.
This is for when you need to carry one and only 1 gallon of liquid between one place and another. just need the one.
No, that's
good.
Can you not tell what that is?
It's one of those like liquid cars.
No, it's the front of a locomotive.
Oh,
it's the front of a steam locomotive.
It's when you only need to haul 1 and only 1 gallon of something from one place to another.
Just weld the smoke box shut on both sides and just use it as a little, like, water tank.
Yeah. I only need to go, like, a couple meters. We'll take the small train.
The thing is, as well, is it looks like what's happened is, like, the train has tried to pull out of the station, but the very front of it has just moved forwards, and I can imagine it's like the rest of it's still behind.
The front fell off.
Like, you know those old movies where the gag would be like the car drives forwards, but then like half of it gets left behind.
Oh yeah, that's what's happened here.
That's what's happened here. Oh no.
Oh, what's happened here?
Well, a train has gone into the back of another train.
It's been a bit of an accident. Everyone's there swapping. They're swapping insurance numbers.
Got to make sure. My premiums are going to go up now.
Crap! Just like.
Dear.
Man.
I
just finished paying this thing off too.
What I like as well is this engine has absolutely decimated the coach it ran into.
Oh yeah, I think there's a bit of it on top of it.
No, that's the roof.
It's taken its place.
It's literally taken its place, because if you look at the other carriages, like how long the roof is, then like that's the very end of the roof.
It's just
compressed it. It's gone.
Good lord. I mean, what are they making the carriages out of? Like, wafers?
Well, here's the thing. If I remember correctly, I think for a while they used to be wooden body and wooden frame. Then they changed it to steel frame and wooden body. And then I don't know if they went all steel, but I think some coaches, for safety, they made the bottom frames out of wood and the bodies out of steel.
Interesting.
I could be wrong. I feel like all steel might be where they ended up going, but for a while I know they made the frames out of wood and the bodies out of metal. Because then, like, the frames could break away, but the body would be safe, relatively, where all the people were.
Someone in chat just said it got teleported to the wrong coordinates. Just like a train gets like what was that like? What's that story? Like, what is it? The USS like Minneapolis or something? It's like the urban legend is they were testing out teleportation, and it got zooped into the harbor of New York, but like half the crew was like teleported into the bulkheads and stuff.
Like teleported physically into the ship.
Yeah, like people got like the teleportation coordinates got bad, and they just got merged into the metal.
I'm imagining like the Fly situation.
Philadelphia, that's it. The USS Philadelphia, or the USS Eldridge.
I think
the Philadelphia experiment. Hey, that's it.
There we go.
We got there eventually.
Sorry, I don't know why. You just remind me of something my roommate said the other day about like a staircase in a church. Do you know about this, Mike? You'd love this.
A staircase in a church. I've heard of staircases and I've heard of churches.
Essentially, there is this church. I can't remember where it is. But in the mid to late 1800s, I think they had like a choir balcony, and they needed like a staircase to go up to it. Like they needed to have like a new one installed, or they needed an extra staircase. And there are various like interpretations of it, or like there are some more religious folks who'll say, and the nuns prayed for 10 days, and on the 10th day the person arrived. Or some people
they prayed for a staircase. And their prayers were answered when they called in Jeff, the contractor.
Or then it's like they just said, "Hey, we need a carpenter to build something for us. Could you do it?" And the
we're praying for a general contractor.
There's different versions of it, but essentially, this carpenter shows up one day, And they say, right, you asked for a staircase? And they said, oh, yeah, sure.
Well,
And he
look no further. My name's Staircase Bill. I build the best staircases
No,
anyone's
here's
ever
the
seen.
thing. Here's the thing, right? So he shows up and he says, okay, I'll build you the staircase. All I ask for is complete privacy while doing it. I don't want anyone to disturb me. And they went, okay, bit of an unusual request, but okay, you want complete privacy doing it, that's fine. So
What's he doing with the stairs?
So none of the nuns like bothered to check in on him. And like a few days, I don't know if it's like a couple months later or if it was a few days. Again, it's one of those like stories, surrounded by urban myth. But they're like, and after it was done, he was like, there you are, finished. And he built this like wooden spiral staircase. But there's no central support in it. It uses no nails, no wood glue. People have tried to identify the wood it is built out of. Nobody knows what wood it is built out of. And it's this perfect spiral staircase with no central support, no outside supports. It's a beautifully smooth finish. And it's like... And he just built what could possibly be the most amazing staircase in the world. It is a genuine feat of engineering that he built this thing with no supports, and it still worked. And then supposedly the guy just goes, right, job done, packs his things and left. He didn't ask for payment.
Is the twist that he's Jesus because Jesus was a carpenter?
Yeah, like supposedly people are supposed to like, oh, it was Joseph because Joseph was a carpenter, or it was something like that. But here's the thing, though. This is real. Like, these stairs are real. Nobody knows what wood they're made out of. Nobody knows how he built them. And they're not just going to, like, pull them down to, like, pull them apart and see, oh, that's how he did it. Because, like, why would you do that? It's a fine functioning staircase. It needs to be preserved. But it's the fact that just using wood joining techniques and, like, it's genuinely miraculous how he built these stairs.
I like the idea like this guy has the ability to make like incredible woodworking. This man is literally biblical skill, and he's just like, yeah, I'm gonna make stairs, and then that's just all he does.
I know, but it's one of those stories where it's like no one really knows what happened, but all we got was the finished product, and nobody understands how we got to the point of this finished product. It's insane.
I mean, everyone in chat is just yelling joinery, which, like, that makes sense to me.
No,
like,
yeah, obviously it's like he must have used like some like wooden joints and joinery in that sort of sense. But if you look at the staircase, like, it's a relatively thin wooden staircase as well. Like, it's not... this isn't like a foot and a half thick wooden staircase. It is quite thin, and it goes in a spiral, and it's quite thin, it's quite tall, it goes in a spiral, and it just has no supports. It has no physical outside supports. It's genuinely insane. The Loretto Chapel staircase.
I'm going to look this up, because I got to see this staircase now.
You will look at this staircase, and you'll be like, oh, that's not impressive, until you realise no supports, no wood glue, nothing.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That is actually really... How the hell did that...
Yeah. No one knows what... Nobody knows what wood it's made out of. Like, they've been unable to identify it. Nobody knows how he built it, because there's no nails and no glue, and like if it's all wooden joints, you'd think they'd eventually wear out. It could possibly be held together purely through tension. It probably is.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like the wood itself has like stiffness to it because it's like such a small little staircase. It could just hold itself together.
Yeah, but like even then, you got to look at it and you think, man, how?
That's really impressive.
The enigma of, like, nobody knows what the wood is. Like, they've not been able to identify the kind of wood it is made out of. Like,
Now
that's enough.
you got it. It's wood. We know what wood is.
Yeah, but
You
it's like,
gotta
if you
be
look...
able to identify it.
Yeah, but when you look at, like, the grain, and when you, like... You can look at the grain, you can look at, like, certain aspects of it and be like, oh, this is spruce, oh, this is mahogany, oh, this is this, that, and the other. No one has been able to identify the kind of wood it is. It's just baffling me. Anyway, speaking of baffling, let's get back to these cursed trains.
Yeah, let's get back.
Because
tiny image.
we've got about 140 odd people here who are not here to talk about a staircase. This is a very tiny picture.
Small.
It's hard to see what's exactly cursed about this. It looks like a pretty bog standard American engine to me.
Yeah, that's just the train.
Oh, this picture's even smaller.
Oh god, why?
It's got front cylinders and back cylinders. That's pretty weird looking to me.
It's got a little funnel or a straw.
This monitor I am looking on is like, it's a decent sized monitor. This picture is the size of a postage stamp. Like,
where do you get images this small? Where are you people finding these?
How do you compress it this small? Like, genuinely, man.
Tiny image.
We've got this, which is
They kissing.
a quintuplex locomotive.
It looks like two trains kissing.
I see what you mean because of this join here.
Yeah.
And it's got
Love wins.
It's got a cab at the front, a cab at the back. God, could you imagine having to produce all that steam? It would not be me.
It's another tiny guy.
It's just a little guy. He's just a little fella.
There you go. He got tires though. Look at that.
It's hold on. Australian rail tractor. Apparently this thing is on sale for 82,000 Australian dollars.
I'd buy that.
It's just like a little mobile shed.
It's just like a little. It's just a little box. There it goes.
He's just a little
but
boy.
it's got tires. You could take it on the road.
Yeah, I imagine that's what it is. So you can lift up the wheels at the front and the back, and then you can just like drive it around the little yard and put it into storage.
Was it me taking that to go get the groceries?
Oh my god! If I went to a Tesco and this thing was pulled up outside it, I would have so many questions.
Yeah, it's more efficient for me to transport my groceries via rail. So I bought this.
We're gonna rebuild the entire Newfoundland Railway just so you can.
It's just these guys.
It's like whenever people are like, here is how we'll revolutionize rail travel for the future, and it's just pods.
Pods. Get in the pod.
Get in the pod.
Get in the pod.
There have been so many. I can't remember the name of the guy, but he debunks so many of these. Like, this is the future of rail travel. No, it isn't.
The future. Every time someone tries to make the future of rail travel, it just becomes pods. It's dumb.
It's
it
always
never
pods.
Works. It's just trains, but worse.
A fairly locomotive.
Square.
It is a square, boy. I'll give you that.
Just a block of train.
A cab forward. It's weird.
It looks like it ran into like a city tram.
It kind of does, actually.
It's a disguise.
I am this spy.
I
don't really know what's cursed about this. That's just
elongated train. Oh, you know what they do to make stretch limousines, where they like take a car, they cut out the middle, they add bits in between it, and then stick it back together. That's what's happened with this train. They've cut off the back and they've stitched boxcars onto it to make the stretch train limousine.
I imagine this is just like a tramway somewhere. Possibly Australia is my guess. Oh no, that's cool. What's this one? It's just more tramway.
Trams are really nice. I'm a big fan of them.
Well, you're gonna love Manchester, buddy. Oh!
Yeah!
Yes! Now
This is the car I take to
this is
work.
rail travel of the future here, boys.
Get in the pod. Get in the car pod.
Get in the car train. Get in the pod.
Me getting stuck in the train traffic.
Oh my god, could you imagine actually getting stuck in traffic while you're in a train? That would be the most depressing thing in the world.
Oh god, now I'm just imagining like just normal cars, but instead of like roads, it's just rails. Every intersection has just like a bunch of little whatchamacallit things that are just switching the tracks.
Oh,
It's
apparently Riley Trainboy has emailed me something.
wow.
That's commitment right there.
I love email.
Don't we just love email? I'm just gonna open it. I've just been doxxed. It's just like this is your full legal name and address, right?
Here's your IP. Here's your address. Oh boy.
Here's a picture of me stood outside of your house.
You are gonna look at my train image.
You will look at my image of trains and you will enjoy it.
So yeah, no, train car. A literal train car. Here you go.
It's a train. It's a car. It's a train car.
It's the best of both with the benefits of neither.
You mean the worst of both with the benefits of neither?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Technically speaking, apparently this is cursed.
Amber 2023.
Oh, it's copyrighted. I'm looking at a copyrighted picture. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Don't sue me.
What is this even?
I don't know. It's technically cursed. Oh.
Oh, it's got a little. Oh, I thought it had like a little smiley face drawn on it. But
it's just the two
protruding
dots.
thing.
I love this. I just love how like the little two dots and immediately it just has so much personality.
It's smiling.
Like, hold on, let me zoom in on it real quick. That face, that has so much more personality than any of like the Thomas the Tank Engine characters ever did. Book, TV, whatever. Just those two dots, and I immediately vibe with this guy.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's nice. I'm with you there.
What? I guess
it's
it hit something.
It's
It's smashing a pane glass window or some wood.
What is it like with the gag of the two movers holding a giant plate of glass, just like walking across? Train comes in.
Just, hey, what do you? Look out! We got glass here. We're moving
Look
glass.
out! Giant singular pane of glass here, coming through.
It's the idea that they thought, they've got brakes. It'll be fine. Like, how do you not notice this giant ass steam locomotive as your? Oh, River's in the chat. River's
here? What?
ToT, you're supposed to let me out of the basement today. When are you coming? Once the stream's over, pal, I'll let you out then. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Hello, River.
Hi, River. Oh, God. Let's see.
What else do we have? Ugh.
I don't know if this counts, but...
What is it, like the Chad versus Virgin Train?
Virgin
Train Jack?
I don't know if this counts, but in a 1944 propaganda cartoon, Hell-Bent for Electrification, FDR is depicted as a streamliner while the competition is slow and outdated.
FDR. Look at that face! Look at this guy!
He looks like what's the granddad from... What's the old man from Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Eustace or whatever.
He looks like Eustace.
Courage.
Hold on, sorry. Election, not electrification. Sorry, I read that wrong.
Literally, the Chad versus...
He's got a cowboy hat on. The other guy's got an actual... I can't tell if that's like a top hat or a cowboy hat. But he's...
What is it? Like, what is it? A coal foamers are seething and coping right now when faced with the Chad FDR train.
That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
He's making
Stupid dog! You make me look bad.
the face on the coal train is.
Why has he got such big teeth?
You gotta eat all that coal. That's
why am I hearing like a Mel Blanc voice in my head? You know how like Mel Blanc does all the Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
I'm just hearing, okay!
Yelling.
Hey, what are you doing there, partner? Can't you see I'm coming through? Sorry there, buddy. I didn't see you there.
Sorry there, pal. I'm just FDR. What did FDR do? Was it? No, that was. Wasn't FDR the Hoover Dam guy? No, that was Hoover. Never mind.
Yes, Roosevelt, the guy who commissioned the
Hoover Dam
Hoover
guy.
Dam. Huh?
Yeah.
What? Win the war. That's what he did. Apparently, he won the war.
Yep.
Oh God. The teeth are meant to be his cow catcher. I'm aware, but like, there's a little gap here.
That like a little up. That's his mouth.
Yeah, there's this little gap here that implies that these are his teeth, or his mustache, or something.
He got the mouth of that like gulper eel where it can like unfold its mouth and like just eat large things.
So it's like those whales that like they've got the jaw that folds open so they can scoop more krill.
Yes. I love the basking whale shark thing.
Basking shark. That's just a derailment.
It's just a little kink.
He's multi-track drifting. There, I made the joke before everyone else could.
We did a fun meme.
It's a funny meme. He's multi-track drifting. Play the Eurobeat. Future me, in the event that I ever edit this, play Eurobeat, but like for one frame.
One frame of music?
One frame of music. Just that's it.
Ooh.
This is FDR's secret carriage, abandoned underground central station.
Ah, it's the FDR train.
The FDR train.
Yeah, we found it.
Well,
He's seen better days.
Fundraiser to raise the money to buy this engine.
It is covered in yellow.
It is disgusting.
And I don't like it. That looks. Why?
How you can see here, like the paneling, like the paint on the paneling is peeling off.
Ugh! How has it gotten so gross?
Years of neglect.
It's just been underground. What has there been water leaking on it?
Probably. A lot of damp is down here. A lot of dirt.
A lot of damp. Ugh.
You open that door, it's going to be like black with mold on the inside.
Oh God, no! That's gross. You open that door and you will find like new species of fungus.
Hold on, USS Salem is screaming at me. It actually isn't. It's just a maintenance coach. Well, there goes the mystery.
Oh, God damn it.
There goes the mystery.
I can't believe someone posted misinformation on the internet. That never happens.
There, it's been moved. That's what it looks like in broad daylight.
Oh. They got a big wheel on the back.
Big wheel.
The big old wheel. Oh, it's that thing from, what is it, Polar Express?
It's the brake.
It's the brake.
It's the handbrake, but I like to imagine that it just spins. Like as the train's going along, it just spins for no reason.
Just be spinning.
It serves no functional purpose other than like whenever the brakeman is bored, they just spin it
it's so you can tell if the train's moving. It's a fidget toy.
Speed.
Me and my fidget train. Speed.
What else we got here? A stuffed version of the Flying Scotsman.
It's the train pillow. The Trillo.
It's the autism pillow.
It's the autism pillow.
The thing is that it's not even Flying Scotsman because it's got, you know, the correct paint job and it says Flying Scotsman on the side, but it's missing a set of wheels at the back here. So it's really a 460. So it's more of like a B1 than it is an A1 or an A3 or whatever version of Flying Scotsman this is meant to be.
It's a green train, close enough.
There's just a normal 8F. Nothing to see here.
Yeah, I mean, that looks just like a normal train.
It looks completely normal. This locomotive built by the LMS that says LNER on the tender.
They could have just bought one. I don't know.
It's not the most cursed thing in the world. I think during the war they built a load of 8Fs to be like the wartime freight engines.
Yeah, I'd imagine if an entire war is happening, you wouldn't get too picky over which train is in the right thing.
In the right livery.
You got other things to worry about there, pal.
We got Germans flying overhead, mate. I don't think...
No, the train is in the wrong color. We can't run it. It'll look weird and wrong.
Train go psh. Because I did a video on these, and a bunch of them ended up in like... a bunch of them ended up in like the Middle East.
What?
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
No, it's like that. What is it? It's like that truck that like was owned by a plumber in Rhode Island or whatever, and it just ended up like in a picture of ISIS, like as a technical in the Middle East. It's like, how the hell did that happen?
Well, no, because like wartime, it was a world war. A bunch of them were sent to Turkey as like a means of like, I think Germany was trying to bribe Turkey with a bunch of like supplies, including a couple of locomotives. And Germany was like,
do you want to join us? We
literally, because Turkey was trying to stay neutral, and so Germany was like, hey, you mind if you just give us a hand with a few things? We'll give you this. And so Britain was just like, we'll give you this if you stay out of it. And so we gave them a
What
handful.
is it? So like they're playing both sides?
Basically, yeah. And so it's
well, I don't know. Germany gave us these cool trains. They're like, have these trains then.
What's funny is that like these were in the UK. These are like long distance goods engines. In Turkey, they were like short distance goods engines because like the amount of water they consume and like how much coal they hold. Like they're just not built for Turkish railways.
So they just got some like trains that they couldn't use.
Essentially, but they still use them on just like short distance goods trips. There was some in Turkey, some ended up in Iran, some ended up in Iraq. There are a couple in Egypt, Palestine, Israel. A couple ended up in Italy, of all places. They just got these things got sent all over the place. It's crazy.
We can't use these. Take them, please.
Ironically, they were. I think in Egypt they were absolutely terrible to have in Egypt because Egypt tended to be a lot of like open land. Like open flat land.
Sand.
And so you could see the steam and smoke coming out of the chimney of the engine. And so any enemy fighters would just see, oh, hey, there's a supply train, bomb it. And so eventually, I think Americans ended up sending a bunch of like diesel locomotives. And so immediately, as soon as they arrived, they were just put to one side and like, right, we're using the diesels now so we don't get bombed. The 8Fs, bloody good engines. Bloody good.
What else?
But South Australian railway enthusiasts. What's cursed about this?
Is that that train video we watched about Australia where they drove their cars onto the train? Is that one of these?
I don't think it is. South Australian 1980s yard shunting goat. An NG loco could shunt 3 gauges wagon around the yard of this vehicle.
What?
I don't... What's cursed?
Hold on, there's some larger photos beneath it.
I don't get it.
Oh, it's got 3 wheels. No.
It doesn't have 3 wheels.
But there's 3 rails there.
There's 3 rails because Australia used broad gauge for a long time before it became standard gauge. I don't know what this is, but I want it now.
Yeah, it's kind of neat.
Oh, it's a gauge convert. Okay. Oh, now I get it. So if I... Okay, so like the coupling, I think, is either off-center. Yeah, the coupler is off-center or can be adjusted. So if it's standard gauge, the coupler would be slightly slightly more to one side compared to a broad gauge.
Oh,
That's all. Okay, that's nifty. I want it.
That's neat.
I like that. What? Why is the driving wheel so far back?
It's just...
Why, though? It's a 420. But, like, there should be, like, another wheel here?
Nah, you want rear wheel drive for your train. It's like a sports car.
Oh, so it's gonna go faster.
Exactly.
No,
it's gonna give you more. Actually, no. Rear wheel. I don't know. Look, I play Gran Turismo 2, and all I know is that the rear wheel cars just kind of spin out a bunch. That's all I know.
Someone commented, sports train.
The sports train.
Sports train. There's this bad boy. He's just a big boy.
Yeah, it's just a train. It's got 2 cones.
Unless someone's...
What is it? It's like a driving exam. You got to park between these 2 cones. A lot easier when you're in a train.
A lot easier when you can't move left or right. Yeah, I don't know what's cursed about this.
Yeah, it's just a train. It's in a museum.
Just a fat boy. He's just
vibing.
He's just a big boy.
He's just a little bit wide.
Well, he's not a big boy, but he's a big boy.
Is that like a radiator from like a Subaru or something taped to the front of it?
I love the idea. I actually love the idea that there's like, okay, we need some cooling because like we need to, like some brakes or something need cooling, or like we need to condense the steam coming out the cylinders. How are we gonna do it? Don't worry, mate. I've got a plan. Just goes over to like an old minivan and just pulls the radiator out the front of it.
Job done. Easy. Today on test drive, we're gonna LS swap this train.
USS Salem, I know it's not a big boy. What I'm saying is it's a big boy, but it's not a Union Pacific big boy. It's a big boy in the same way you'd refer to a fat dog as a big boy.
We got a turbo from AliExpress, and we're gonna chuck it onto this train.
We're just gonna bolt this like AliExpress PC.
It does
radiator.
nothing because like trains work differently, but like it's just a turbo.
For info, that radiator grill is for cooling air before it gets sucked up by the compressors for air compressing the brakes. Lovely.
Nice.
There we are. What else we got? The fastest Class 08 shunter in the universe.
Oh, look at that. Is that some like Deutschbahn train?
It looks Deutschbahn.
It's a train going fast.
Just skip ahead because this is like
yeah, but I want to see what in the world is happening here.
Oh. There he is. Look at him go.
Yeah.
Look at that boy go.
Just Freebird solo happening in the background over this.
He's going.
Damn.
He is going. This is some like Thomas the Tank Engine physics right here.
Yeah, this just,
oh, he's catching up. They're gonna bump.
Bonk.
That was a bonk.
Oh, but now he's pulling away again.
He's pulling off again.
It's going so fast.
He's just a fast boy.
And Matt, like going that speed in a train that small must be terrifying.
That thing would be rocking back and forth, side to side. It would. Jesus.
Good lord, that would be terrifying. But I.
Hold on, let me just take a moment for something. Riley Train Boy, you're very angry now. I know you want me to look at something, but every time I look at chat, you don't tell me what it is you want me to look at.
Look at this! Look at this!
What is it? What?
You gotta look at this, man! It's like, what?
What else?
Look at it!
What else we got here? We got. Here's a.
Oh, you got it.
They're just loading it on. Oh, it's got no wheels. They're just loading it onto a truck.
Oh god, what is it? Those Hot Wheels toys where you could take out the top of the car and put a new one on the chassis?
You swap out the chassis of the cars.
Exactly. They're just doing this.
What is the purpose of this?
You know what? Screw you. Untrains your train.
It steals the wheels off your train.
Takes the train away.
God, it's like being in. It's like being in Birmingham.
Can't have shit in Birmingham.
Everyone bullied Humstead for making this egregiously bad model. That's not terrible, but until you keep looking at it.
Yeah, no. This looks like it was not like AI generated, but from 10 years ago.
Yeah, because it's like really smooth, and like the cylinders here, the rod's on the wrong side.
2014, like this is the cover of like some dumb science magazine. It's like, this is what the future of technology, computer rendering will look like in 2021, and it's like you
remember those old videos on YouTube that were like, here's what the future of game consoles are going to be like. Here's the Nintendo Wii 2. Here's the Xbox 720. The PlayStation 4. And they were all just like these weird, like, really abstract shapes. I remember the Xbox one being like a ball for whatever reason.
Sphere.
Like,
it's the game sphere.
Like, it was the Xbox logo, but like made into a console, and it's like it was just like no, this is not how. No.
The game sphere.
I think we've had this one last time, which is
just a flat-faced guy.
It's just a box.
You know, in a cartoon, when you get hit in the face with a frying pan, it's that.
Bang.
Bang.
Oh, it's got buffers. Oh, it's the model from earlier. It's got buffers.
Look at that.
And no chimney.
The future.
Well, it's because they kept all the smoke inside the engine. They recycled it.
Yeah, no, they had to like stop every now and then to let the smoke out. Just
smoking or non-smoking engine, sir?
Smoking or non-smoking seat.
The driver chooses a non-smoking seat. That's just a model of a Mallard, but apparently the valve gear's whack. I don't really know.
Hum 3D. Almond.
I can't tell. Is this meant to be Dwight D. Eisenhower, or was this Dominion of Canada before it was painted blue? Either way, Albany. It might be Dominion of Canada because like how rusty it is. Because I don't know if you remember, but like Dominion of Canada, while that was at the Canadian Railroad Museum, that was treated awfully.
Well, no, it's gonna get rusty because they put salt on the roads. Okay, doesn't hold up here.
I know, but it's static in a museum. And
I was
like
making a
they
joke.
battered the front, the whole thing was messy. And then there was Dwight D. Eisenhower, which they painted the wrong color. Well, it's like they painted it green, but it was the wrong shade of green. So it looked like a gummy.
They just did
It
like what
looked
is it? Those like
it looked like a
those
piece of candy. It looked awful.
those like what is it? Those YouTube like object restoration videos where like okay, the mini tangent, right? Those videos, they're very nice. I like them. I'm of two minds of them. They're so they bother me because like they'll get like a thing from like the 1920s and then like restoring it. They just like powder coat it, even though powder coating wasn't a thing until like the 1940s. And like they'll put the stickers on for decals, even though like the stickers aren't. They just do it badly. Like the end result looks clean, but like it's not. They restore it wrong. They do things wrong.
It's
It
not
bothers me.
restoration as it is just sort of making it more presentable.
Exactly. It's not like a restoration as in like we're gonna make sure it's exactly as it was when it was new. It's just like, and I mean, I don't know. It bothers me sometimes. Next
Glad you
trade.
got that off your chest. That
Thank you.
is what
Oh,
valve gear is that?
Leicestershire.
I'll have you know that's pronounced Leicestershire.
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 Leicestershire. What is it doing though? It looks silly.
It is goofy ass valve gear, I'll give it that.
The goofy Valkyr. Look at it.
Hold on, are you seriously trying to tell me I keep telling you what you want to do but you don't pay enough attention? I've been looking at chat, you've not
My
messaged,
dude,
you've not told me what
you
it is you
got
wanted to do since the last time you
Todd,
posted.
you gotta look at it, dude.
I'm
You gotta
looking
look
at,
at it,
I'm
Todd.
staring so intently at chat.
You gotta see it, man. He's trying to show you it.
Is today anyone's motherland evacuation day? What
What
is
does that mean?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? No, explain.
No, you got to explain what that means.
Explain yourself. Motherland evac. What?
Is it because the video I put out today used music from Psychonauts?
What?
The song I chose for today's video, there's a level in Psychonauts 2. Spoilers. But basically it's the villain explaining their plan, and it's all done through It's a Small World-esque ride.
No. Quiet. No, sorry to interrupt, but they've just explained themselves. Birthday. They're referring to birthday as Motherland Evacuation Day.
What?
What?
That... Mother Evacuation Day, not Motherland.
Motherland
Your channel. Okay, I get it, Riley Trainboy. You put a video on your channel. Cool.
Look.
What else we got? Oh, that's the most cursed part about this model.
Oh, the $144. Hurry up. The sale ends.
Is that Canadian or is that... Oh, €138.
Wow. That's a lot of money.
For that?
Good
For that?
Lord. Oh, God.
For a 3D model of that quality?
That is not all right.
No!
You can buy it with Google Pay.
Someone commented, wow, that cheap? Various model trains are god expensive. Like,
Plus
god
$50 for UV mapping.
Print ready, an additional $900.
Jesus Christ! No, you just buy the model and like slice it yourself. Why are they charging $900?
Oh. Well, that's not good.
What? Oh no!
That's a
Deutsch
very
Reich.
American
Oh,
engine with our
no.
very Deutsch paintwork.
Nein. Deutsch, and it's got like what is it like a Bentley or something? Oh no!
No, it's a Mercedes.
That's like some
It's a Mercedes.
what is it? Man in the High Castle sort of shit right there. Some alternate history.
That is...
A train?
Weird valve gear, but otherwise, nah, that's not too bad.
You got circular windows, though. Look at that.
It's round windows on the side. I don't know how to feel about that. Front round windows, fine. Side round windows,
It's so you can, like, what is it, pop your head in it and be like, hi. It's a fun little thing.
That's a better view of the valve gear. I like how they had to, like, literally bend a chunk out of the frame.
Yeah, they just kind of...
It's like in a cartoon when, like, something's sticking up and, like, they press a metal sheet down on it and it just leaves a perfect indent. That's just a better view of the valve gear. Blender tutorial, how to make valve gear and blender.
Welcome to another blender valve.
Oh, it's an hour. It's an hour and 6 minutes long. Are we sitting through this whole thing?
I don't know. Send that to me later. I might have a look at that. Actually, wait, no. It looks like it's on like a really old version of Blender too. I think this might be really out of date, actually.
Yeah, you know what? Probably best we don't watch that, man.
Yeah, nah.
This engine, not obvious what's cursed about it right now.
I always like it when the wheels are like white. It looks like white wall tires.
They've got white walls. I like that.
It's nice.
I think it might be. It's either an Australian locomotive, or it's a European locomotive that's been sent to another country, and it's had its buffers taken off and Buckeye couplings put on.
They took his buffers.
In fact, it must have had buffers at some point, because otherwise these holes on the frame are useless. So, they serve no purpose. So it must have had buffers at some point.
Do you think getting buffers cut off is like the train equivalent to like... I don't know,
don't finish that
sentence. Or something?
Don't finish that sentence.
Oh, I was going to say gauges in your ears. I don't know.
I imagine it'll be like having your fingernails taken away.
Let's move on.
It's like getting your cat declawed.
Yes, exactly. We've declawed the train. It can't hurt us anymore.
When your local subway gets whatever running through it. That is an underground station.
You want to go to Midtown? You're going to go to Midtown on whatever the hell we give you, okay? This is
That's not even like a passenger engine. It's just, we gotta get...
Look, just get on the side. It's fine.
This carriage is gonna get there one way or another. We gotta move.
You want to get to work on time? Get on.
Shut up and get on the train.
What metro system is this, by the way? Does anyone in chat recognize these stations?
It might be Australian. I think someone said it might be Australian.
What about the blue one? That just has a V on the front. Yeah, SSR. What is why is it like this?
P18. There's 18 other P's.
Incredible.
Well, 17 other P's. This is the 18th. What else we got here? That's a boy.
Vollert.
Now that is just a boy.
Look at that boy.
Look at that fellow right there.
It's a little boy.
That
is a puppy.
That is just a box on wheels.
It's just like you can see. Like I don't even know if there's like any room for a person to exist in it.
No,
the
cab is there.
No, there's something in front of the window, man.
What do you mean?
Look at it. Look on the inside. Look at that window. There's like a square thing just behind the window.
There's probably the door.
Nah, that's like a bit of machinery or something. There's no space for like anyone to exist in this thing. You gotta like go alongside of it and flip a lever, and it'll just move on its own. And then you have another guy at the other end of the track who flips a lever to stop it. It's
like one of those toys that I don't know if you ever had them, where it's like
yes.
Well, it's like you put like the little car on the track and it drives along, and then it clicks a lever to send it into reverse. But as soon as it gets to a certain point, it like has a bucket full of little like marbles or something. It tips down into another little vehicle that picks them up and then takes them along, and then no? Anyone know what I'm talking about?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Someone in chat just said, walk it on a leash. Yeah, that's how you operate this train.
Pet the
Dog
boy.
train. Pet the boy.
P18 looks like Pepto-Bismol as a brick on rails. I mean, yeah. Probably does.
It's just a bridge. Just
Oh no!
Whoops.
Oopsie doopsie.
Yeah, now you're crossing the wrong way. Like, what? The tracks are. It's
How have you gone that far the wrong direction? How are you this sideways when? How are you like perpendicular to the track?
This is why you gotta look both directions at a train crossing, because you never know from which direction the train is coming.
It might be coming from right behind you. This does remind me though that there's this one channel I found, and I think I posted this in our server. And it's this like sugarcane railway in Indonesia, for like the sugar plantation. And I don't know if anyone else in chat has seen it, but it is one of the most cracked railways I've ever seen in my entire life. It's like a narrow gauge railway that's designed to serve this sugar mill. And like the tracks will go like to the fields, and they have points where they can lay down some temporary track, and they'll have like the wagons, and they'll just roll the wagons along the temporary track into the field, load them up and load them back onto the main line. But it's like, oh yeah, he uploaded a video where it's like, oh, we're doing an inspection of the line. And it's just like, it's completely overgrown. The rails are covered in dirt. You cannot see the tracks. Like, you genuinely cannot see the tracks. They are covered in dirt to the point where they are flush. And they're just driving this big-ass diesel locomotive across it.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Like, there's one video where the local highway patrol or whatever, whoever's in charge in Indonesia of building the roads, like, there's a road that crosses the railway, and like there's a level crossing basically, and whoever was in charge of building the road just tarmacked over the track. Like, they didn't leave a gap for the rails. They just tarmacked over the track. So do you know what these guys did?
They just ran the train.
They just ran the train straight across it.
Just go.
Just
look.
They just ran it back and forth a couple of times to open up the tarmac and like break enough of it away so the engine had access to the rails. And then they just kept on going.
Look, the sugarcane got to get where it needs to get.
Like, what's that?
You want to sweeten your tea?
Sneeze.
This is what has to happen.
No, I'm not going to sneeze. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, God. But, like, the rails are, like, so poorly maintained. They're just covered in dirt and grass and plants. And there'll be moments where they're, like, rounding a corner, or, like, a bit of embankment is, like, washed down a little bit. And, like, just the corner, like, the front corner of the engine... One second, let me zoom in on this picture real quick so you can have an idea. It would be, like, this corner of the engine, like, this part here, like, the front buffer beam, whatever you want to call it.
Yes, the corner of the engine.
It would just be dragging, like, buried in the embankment and just carving a chunk out of it.
And you know what? It still works.
And it still worked, and it's like... I'm
just
watching
goes to
this.
Show everyone gets too up in arms about trains, you know.
I'm watching this locomotive run on like this track I cannot see because it's buried in dirt, and it's just rocking backwards and forwards. Like it's the most uneven terrain imaginable, and they're just going like it's no one's business. If you've not watched it, look up Indonesian sugarcane railway. Oh my god, it's cracked.
We should probably move on.
But honest to God, it is just cracked.
Unusual.
Yes!
Yeah!
The Stig is not pleased about that at all.
Me going to the fucking Skelec trek with my train.
Oh my god, I love this. This reminds me of my at my dad's place. My brother had a Scalextric set, and I had a little loop of Hornby track. And what I'd do is I'd set up the Scalextrics and the Hornby track next to each other, and I think the Scalextrics had like a bridge, and I'd have that going over the track.
Oh, that sounds really nice.
It was really nice and adorable, and this is great. It just reminded me of that. Nostalgia. Those are the wrong wheels. I think those are the wrong wheels. They are. It's photoshopped. Those are the wrong wheels.
Hey, you silly goose.
All aboard Lionel's first ever family feature, Destination
What?
Adventure.
Oh, we've gotta watch this on stream.
We've gotta watch this. What is
the
this?
hell is
Why does
that?
this locomotive have three funnels?
It's for the three.
What's going on with that helicopter in the back?
It's the train. The train is giant, or the helicopter is tiny.
Like, you know how we keep seeing those like concept arts of like those gigantic trains, like the steampunk ones that are like 40 feet wide.
Me with the giant train. Like, no, look, the helicopter is in front of the light from the train. That means the helicopter is tiny.
The helicopter, yeah. You know what? Now you've pointed that out. It's being caught in the light, so it must be relatively close.
Someone's tiny little RC helicopter is about to get destroyed by this train.
Oh no.
Oh,
we've got to. I need to find a copy of this.
Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna look this up right now. It's probably on like Internet Archive or something.
It's called Lionelville Destination Adventure.
Destination.
Sorry, Destination Adventure.
Destination Adventure.
As in the piece of punctuation, colon.
You don't want to go on a colon adventure.
It's very... no. Oh god, no.
Oh no, it is. It's on like Internet Archive.
It's on the Internet Archive.
You could just download it.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm sending you the link like immediately right now.
Hold on, let me check. I'm gonna open Discord on my phone and check it real quick. I swear to God.
It's just right there. Shout out to the Internet Archive. I fucking love those guys. No, literally, like if you want like a book or something,
my phone's
probably on the archive. You want like a CD rip of textures from like the 1990s, Internet Archive. It's there.
Most of Columbo is on the Internet Archive.
You want like the movie Taxi Driver? It's just there.
What's Columbo? That's on the Internet Archive.
Watch Columbo. You can watch Taxi Driver. Most Kino. I think Blade Runner is there somewhere.
Oh my god, Lionelville Destination Adventure.
It
really is. That's going to be a dedicated stream of its own. We'll have to double check that it's like not one of those distribution of this will get you sued.
I mean, it's on Internet Archive. You're probably going to be fine.
I mean, you're not supposed to pirate Blade Runner, but that's on the Internet Archive.
Exactly. See?
I'll tell you what. I'll stream it, but I'll disable monetization on the stream.
Yes.
That sounds like a fair deal to me.
The face.
I know.
He's doing the DreamWorks eyebrow.
What? Yeah, he's got the DreamWorks eyebrow.
He's doing the...
He's up to some dastardly mischief.
Call the cops. They're not going to unsteal your... I don't know where I was going with that. But
That's...
Oh, it's a little train.
Oh, it's just a model train.
Oh, it's like one of those toys. It looks like one of those like old toys from like the 19-somethings.
From last century.
From the last century.
What is this?
Oh, Young Gravy. I've heard this album.
Of course, you'd know this album.
Yeah, no, it's Young Gravy. It's Gravy Train. It's a good. It's like it's a hip hop. It's a rap album. It's good.
I'm trying to figure out what this is because this is a Great Western locomotive. 4 cylinders, so it might be a Hall. It could not a Hall. No, it could be a hall. It's a hall. It doesn't. It's not a castle. No, it's not a king. Sorry, it's either a hall or a castle. Might be a castle, you know.
It's the gravy train, dude.
Its
Gravy.
tender is fucked, is what it is. Its tender is just so flat.
Flat.
That's not holding any coal or water. So what's the point of
coal.
it?
You don't need water. It just need gravy.
Well, that wouldn't hold a substantial amount of gravy either.
Nah, gravy is energy dense. You don't need a lot of it.
Yeah, but if you wouldn't stack as much gravy on the train as you can, though, so then it could go for ages and ages without needing to be refueled.
You don't get it, man.
No, I don't, because it's stupid. Like, what is your argument here? It's a terrible plan.
You don't understand, man. You just don't get it.
Also, that woman is tiny.
Yeah, well, she can't help that.
No, I need you to understand how tiny this woman must be. One second. I'm trying to figure out what the dimensions of what a castle is. Because from heel to head, she must be about the same size as the smoke box. So someone quick, how tall is the smoke box of one of these engines? Because I think it's about... Oh god, it must be about 2 or 3 foot in diameter.
Snoopy HF. No, the album isn't about trains. It's from a rapper named Young Gravy. The play here is Gravy Train. That's the album. It's a pun. It has nothing to do with actual trains.
Why? Yeah, why is there a snowflake on the front of the smoke box?
Because it's cool.
It's a steam engine, though. These things are notably very hot.
Now this one's cool, though.
Someone says 9 feet in diameter. They were not 9 foot in diameter. And it's not 9 inches in diameter either, because that's equally tiny. But yes, that woman's got to be no more than 3 feet tall. She is a hobbit.
Hey, you know?
Someone just commented the engine runs on antifreeze.
We love to see it.
Oh,
it's a Lego train. Oh.
It's not Lego, though. It's just plastic.
The fire train.
The fire train.
If there's a fire that's conveniently next to a set of train tracks, this is what you call. Also, apparently, if you want to have, like, an old-timey air raid, you just call this train, because it has that giant light on the back.
Oh, it's got the giant spotlight.
Exactly. You can just wave it around in the air. Back
there are the planes! Shoot them down, boys!
Look out! They're a plane. Was that very effective back in the day? I can't imagine, because you'd just be, like, waving the light around randomly, hoping that you'll catch a plane. Like, that's not going to work very well, because there's a lot of sky and not very many lights.
It's a decent sort of deterrent if the building you are trying to bomb is, like... If it's shining a light at you, then it's like, no, we know exactly where you are.
Oh, that's true, but unless you've got, like, an AA gun, you can't do much but just look at them.
Well, I imagine you would have an AA gun if this is an area known to have planes flying over it.
Oh, that's true. I'm imagining like Los Angeles and the.
Hey, I remember. I did the video on this.
His face is melting. This poor man. He is not happy.
Oh my god! His left eye is lower than his right.
Hold on, the Discord is glitching out a little bit. I'm gonna. There we go. Is that fixed it?
Oh, he's good. He's back.
Yeah, no, Discord is, like, for some reason exiting full screen mode of me watching your stream every now and then. I don't know why it's doing that.
One sec, let me open up paint.net. I gotta try something real quick.
Ugh. He's being melted by the, like, microwaves or whatever. Is like this flying saucer is using to be in the air.
Hold on, let me...
Someone says it looks like JFK.
Like a melting JFK.
Oh no. 3.6 Rontgen. Not bad, not great. Hold on a second. There we go.
No, one sec. Not display capture, window capture. Here we go. Right. So you can't see it, Mike, but I've got the image open in paint.net. I'm just going to rotate it a little bit so that his head is actually level. Oh no!
Oh, dear.
He is Sloth from the Goonies.
Oh no.
He
Poor
is
man.
this poor man.
He's look.
Oh no! Like the thing is, his eyebrows are relatively level, but somehow his
eyebrows
eyes
are okay,
aren't.
but his eyes a little bit.
I can't tell if one's lower than the other, one's lower than it should be, or if one's higher than it should be.
Look. Plastic surgery can only do so much. Okay, it's not his fault.
Madam, your child is alive. However, there's been a complication during birth. Have you ever watched The Goonies?
Oh no.
Oh, we are bullying this poor man.
I
hope they didn't actually model this photo on another human being.
I'm almost certainly they didn't.
Oh god.
Anyways, what is it? British Rail can fly to space, whatever. It's like none of that is important when there's this guy.
Oh, you can't park there, mate. Oh god.
Ugh. It's
Ooh.
on. It doesn't have wheels. It's on cinders. Like it's like a clapped out Miata.
How did it do this?
Yeah, I'm gonna repair it. Yeah, I'm gonna fix it up. At some point. I'm just waiting on some parts to come in.
What genuinely happened here? Because I imagine it's obviously hit a platform. It's hit something that relatively low that's taken the wheels out from underneath it. But what? What did it hit to do this? How far away is the tracks? Because I don't see any rails anywhere. This is a cul-de-sac. This is the suburbs.
Yeah, no, it's someone's like DIY project. It's out in the front yard. It's on.
What do you mean the
cinder
front
blocks.
yard? That's a road. It's on, Mike.
Well, look,
that's
trying,
a public road.
okay?
It's blocking
public
the entrance
road
to
means
someone's
public.
house.
Anyone can use it. They don't need that.
The council's gonna tow it away if they leave it there for too long.
I'd like to see them try. Just get like a little tow truck trying to haul this thing.
Oh my god. Oh no, that came off an embankment.
Is it the train you ordered, sir?
Ay.
I imagine they're lowering it in front of the house.
No, they're lifting it away.
Nah, they're putting it there.
If that's something you want to make believe. Oh,
it's got a little squished.
a little squished, but also, why is it covered in dust?
It's
What has this engine been doing? Like, these two are the same make of locomotive.
The train through the plaster factory.
Did it just go through a brick wall? Is it doing
it ran into a comical like a stack of flour bags. It's covered in flour.
That's its soul leaving its body. Oh, now that makes sense. Oh my god, no, I'll tell you what it is. The engine on the left has summoned its stand.
Oh, shit.
This is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, boys.
Yes.
This
Yes.
Someone says it's their siblings taking pictures together. That's... You know what? If anything would describe me and my brother, it's this.
Tag yourself.
Because
which trainer you?
I am so pale compared to the rest of my family. I am
constantly covered in an inexplicable white dust.
I'm constantly covered in chalk, and I'm just really pale. But like, but no, like genuinely, there's a family picture. I think it was for Mother's Day. It was either Mother's Day or my grandma's birthday. It was one of the two. Everyone on my mum's side of the family decided to get like a family picture taken, and everyone looks, fairly normal, like your standard rural England family. And then there's just me with this long dark brown hair that was like combed pretty smooth, pale as hell. I just sat to one side. I looked like a member of the Addams family that had just wandered into this picture. Like, if you were to put me and my brother next to each other, I would be the locomotive on the right. I would be so pale compared to him, who does so much outdoor work, and here's me that sits at a computer talking about trains for a living. Jesus.
Oh, there's another one.
That's it from a different angle.
Look at that.
No, they've just...
Where are they? They're just in a void.
They're in a tunnel.
Nah.
Going towards Birmingham.
Oh, of course.
Let's see. Oh no, Sir Wedgwood.
Whoops.
That's a whoopsie and a half.
What the hell even happened here?
That, I believe, people have shown this picture so many times before. It was during World War II. The engine shed got bombed.
Oh no.
And that is Sir Ralph... I think, is it Sir Ralph Wedgwood? I've been past Wedgwoods. I think my aunt used to work there. They make loads of pottery and crockery and that sort of thing. Like, that's where he got his title.
But by making pots?
Yeah, literally just by plates, cutlery... Not cutlery,
oh,
but
like very fancy plates and things?
Fancy plates, but like normal as well. Like, he just had... It was just... He made a lot of stuff out
very
of...
good at it.
Just made a lot of stuff out of clay, and he just had... It was like... He owned like the factories and the mills and the places where they would make plates and whatnot.
The bomb hit the plate factory. Oh no!
Oh, we're gonna have to eat out. We're gonna have to eat straight off the table now, lads.
Ugh. They used to do that in like the medieval times.
I don't even think they did that in medieval times.
No, they did. Okay, here's the thing. Like, they didn't just like take. Sometimes, if you had bread, you would hollow out the bit of bread and turn that into a bowl, and that's what you do. But like, even the wealthy, a lot of times they just didn't have it.
Well, I imagine they clean the table.
Oh well, yeah.
To an extent, they'd have a bucket of water and just wipe it down.
They'd have just like a bucket of water that's probably less clean than the table.
Oh, I think we've had this picture.
Haven't we seen this one? Yeah, it just kind of tripped up.
Can we appreciate though that someone has just put like a bunch of kneeling emojis underneath it?
We kneel in worship.
I beg your pardon?
The rail motor unit.
Yeah, evidently.
It motors the rails.
I don't understand. Is this meant to be like a vertical boiler?
It's a Dalek.
This is what the Daleks used to look like.
Exterminate, and it's just rolling back and forth. It can't go anywhere.
It can't go. You thought Daleks couldn't combat
Exterminate.
stairs. These ones can't even go where they don't lay tracks.
Wasn't there like an episode that was specifically written to like there's a Dalek and it's at stairs and they're just like, you can't do stairs, and it just starts floating.
It was 2 episodes. First of all, Joseph train on the something. This engine will fail. No, not November. Okay, I guess. But it was 2 episodes. The first time it happened was Remembrance of the Daleks. That was Sylvester McCoy in the 1980s. And the idea was it was a Dalek sort of civil war. There was the renegade Daleks versus the Imperial Daleks. No, because Davros, the guy that created the Daleks, had sort of come back, and then the Daleks split into 2 factions. There are those that think Davros created us, thereby he should be in command. And there are the other Daleks who are like, we are the supreme beings of the universe. He is below us, so we should not listen to him. And so that's why the Daleks split into factions. Anyway, the Imperial Daleks have set up a base, and it's in a basement, and the Doctor's running up these stairs, like trying to get away from this Dalek, and the Dalek's just like, exterminate, exterminate, and it starts flying up the stairs at the Doctor.
Just floats up the stairs menacingly.
It does menacingly floating up the stairs. The second time was in the episode just called Dalek, which was I think it was the 3rd episode of the reboot Doctor Who, which, by the way, absolutely fantastic episode. Like, if you've not watched any of the reboot Doctor Who, Dalek is amazing as an episode. Because the plot is, there is this one Dalek left. The Doctor believes this is the last Dalek in the universe after the Time War. It isn't, as you'd imagine. But, like, in this moment, the Doctor is the only surviving Time Lord. This is the only surviving Dalek. And, like, it was the Daleks that destroyed the Time Lords, and vice versa. And so the Doctor naturally, absolutely despises this creature. He wants it gone because he knows the damage it can do. Like, all a Dalek wants, it believes it's the supreme being. If there is any other creatures around it, it does not believe is supreme, it will kill them. If it's got no other purpose for it, then it doesn't deserve to live.
It just kills things.
That's all it does. And so there's this like moment where they're like trying to escape this bunker it's contained in. And they're like, and the guy's like, "Oh, stairs! It's got no legs. It can't get up here." And so like they start running up the stairs, and the Dalek comes to the bottom of the stairs. It just looks down, looks up, and one of the people just makes this offhanded comment of just such an invincible killing machine defeated by a flight of stairs. And then someone else is like, "Hey, look, we kept you prisoner for a long time. We're sorry about that, but you've killed a lot of people. That ends now. Do you understand?" And the Dalek just looks at them deadpan and just says, "Elevate," and just starts floating up the stairs.
Elevate!
It sounds goofy as hell, but if you genuinely...
No, that's all great. Elevate.
Out of context, it looks goofy as hell. But honest to God, if you watch the episode, it is genuinely brilliant.
Hey, Dalek, what are you doing? What do you got that blender set on? Eviscerate.
No.
Dalek, we gotta get to the 2nd floor of this mall. Escalate. That one doesn't work as well.
Dalek, I've written this entire essay, but I need it proofreading. Is there anything I should do to it? Punctuate. Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
What's next?
Someone just commented, I just wanted to talk about Doctor Who a little longer. There's a moment in the episode where the Doctor is face to face with a Dalek over like a video display, and the Doctor's just seeing the destruction a Dalek has wrought, and he's just like, "Why don't you just get rid of yourself? Why don't you just... You're the scum of the universe. Why don't you just kill yourself? Why don't you just die?" And then the Dalek just stares at him and just deadpan just looks at the Doctor and just goes, "You would make a good Dalek." and then just ends the call.
Just imagine that, that scene with like the low tier god memes. Like, why don't you? No, I sent you that picture. It's like a Doctor Who screenshot, and it's just Doctor saying,
it's like, why don't you just die? And then it just boom, and the lightning
strike at the back.
I love those memes. Those are so
Anyways, we've lost, I think, 10 viewers.
We've lost 10 viewers because we talked about Doctor Who. And I will continue talking about Doctor Who because I love Doctor Who. The recent 3 episodes by Russell T Davies have been fantastic. Starbeast was mid, but Wild Blue Yonder was fucking fantastic. Watch New Who. Watch all of Russell T Davies' Doctor Who.
I just remember the episode where it's the last human, and it's just like a bit of skin on a weird sort of clothes rack.
Yeah.
And it's just, I will now play a solemn song of my people, and it's just Toxic by Britney Spears.
That's what I love about that was literally the second episode of the series. How it's just like, hey, we're introducing all these aliens, and it's like, it's such a genuinely fascinating concept as well. Because this was the early 2000s. This was the early 2000s, and there was a lot of like, the super? I forget her name. People keep making jokes that she's not smart, but she's a supermodel, very attractive.
Was it Rosa?
Her
name was
real
Rosa
life person, not
the real life person. Well, I've got no clue.
There was a lot of like magazines at the time where it's like, oh, look at this person, look at her, hasn't she gotten so fat? And there was like a lot of plastic surgery.
No, early 2000s magazines are just like, have you ever gone back and looked at that shit? Jesus Christ.
They were so brute, and so like a lot of like celebrities were getting like, plastic surgery, and they were like, and there's Paris Hilton, that's it, like Paris Hilton levels of skinny, and it's like, I love that as an idea, the idea that this is supposed to be the last human being on Earth, but like, because they've fallen for so much of this like plastic surgery, and they've fallen for all of this like, you need to be skinnier, you need to be thinner, whatnot. They've like, to the point where they've had like bones removed, they've had like muscles removed just to look thinner, to the point where they are literally a sheet of skin with a face on it.
That's an interesting interpretation, because I always thought that was like life extension surgeries.
It was
like, oh well, yeah, your bones are failing, so we got to take those out. Oh, your muscles are, they got cancer in them.
No, because she makes like an offhanded comment of how like, yes, I'm having she's had like 240 odd surgeries, and next week she's having another nip and tuck.
Well, yeah. Well,
there's like a brain in a jar beneath the rack she's held on, which is presumably her brain. But
gotcha.
I love that, because that's like early 2000s Doctor Who was very sort of, it was very camp, and it was very satirical, and I just
the episode, like, what is it? The episodes where they're like on the TV station, the TV satellite, and it's just like he ends up on an episode of Big Brother.
Oh, I think that was the second to last episode of the series. That was great, and it was Big Brother, it was The Weakest Link, and it was an episode of
the Weakest Link robot. I remember that.
The android.
The android.
You are also, the Weakest Link.
D-Man, hi D-Man. We've been talking about Doctor Who for like 10-15 minutes
I've been making cakes, I've been talking about Doctor Who, we're looking at this thing, which I'll probably have to make a video on at some point, because what the hell is this?
We're looking at this thing, which you might have to censor, honestly. I'm not so sure.
I'll be honest with you, the last 2 streams I think I've done with both, I think you and River, the last 2 streams I've done, both of them have had the monetization limited because of the amounts of swearing and whatnot. I've been holding my tongue back this stream. I think I've been doing rather well, but then we're just showing this, and this is gonna get me demonetized because it's
no.
Oh no.
What's up next?
Beltram Quadruplex. I did a video on this. Absolutely.
Look at that fella.
We looked at this last time.
Oh, it's this again, but smaller.
Which was some Japanese retrofuturism from the 1930s. Thank you very much. Oh. He's missing his hands.
You left something behind there, pal. You forgot something. Also, I like how the, I don't know what to call it, the little lines there, they just kind of go upwards towards the end.
What I like is here. Presumably, this was where the foot plate and like the side, the running board was. I like how this is sort of bent, and so it kind of looks like a sticky uppy collar.
It looks like
he's got a turned up collar.
It looks like a smiley face.
In a horrible sort of way, yes.
He's just chilling. He's happy. It's fine.
D-Man, thank you for the hot dog. Oh,
God, I wish I had a hot dog. Move out of the way.
Oh, that's a bump and a half.
Excuse me. Oh, look at that. It's got round windows too.
It does have round windows. I don't like that. But it also, the smoke box is pushed in. That is bad.
You know what that looks like? It looks like, it feels like, when you're like, I don't know, you accidentally like hit something with your finger and it like pushes your nail in a weird way.
Oh no, don't.
No, that's not okay.
Oh, it's missing a buffer. Its buffer was ripped clean off. Jesus. How hard was this engine hit? It's gosh darn forward with the, is it the pony? The pony truck's the front, is it? I think the pony truck's the front. But like that is, they're there. They are under the driving wheels.
Excuse me. How did? I don't know how this could have happened.
With a lot of brute force, I'll tell you that.
But like the trains look like they're fine. Like apart from being a little bit smushed.
Well, the one on its side, ironically, looks in better condition than the one that's still stood upright.
He's just laying down. He's napping.
He's just having a sleep.
I think
this has reminded me, though,
of another Doctor Who episode that we're going to talk about for the next 25 minutes.
It's a video I'm planning on doing at some point. And it's why trains are relatively more dangerous than cars. Like being hit by a car compared to being hit by a train.
I mean, I guess technically yes.
I know, but
like
it's the physics behind it, because like cars are designed to have crumple zones and whatnot. So if it hits you, like that'll absorb some of the impact. Trains are rock solid steel, moving at that speed. So when it hits you, all of that energy goes into your body, which is what makes them so lethal. And it's like, I just feel like that would be a somewhat decent video to do. Because it's like, why are they so dangerous? Like,
why
can a train do so much damage? This is why. Like, if a train hits something, the train will be fine. Whatever it hits is not.
Trains don't care. They go through anything.
It's going to encourage the anti-rail people. Like, the anti-rail people already know this stuff.
Yeah, the anti-rail people don't care. They don't
care.
They want the pods.
They want the pods.
We can't let them have their
pods.
This
is what will happen if we give the anti-rail people the pods.
This is what happened. Like, my face went pods.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. Look at this.
That is genuinely a mess, though. How did that happen?
They've gotten all jumbled up. Look at that. Dog pile.
The thing is, though, the locomotive is fine. What happens with all the other carriages?
The rest of it's a problem. My little pod champ.
Stop. No. Cease.
Oh, boy.
Let's... Oh, that's not good.
Look, laying tracks is difficult.
Well, there's your problem right here.
You gotta do your best, and you know what? If you've done your best, that's all that really matters. Bro is blurred in the photo though.
He
Look at
is
that. They've
blurred.
redacted his identity.
We've blurred the suspect's face to protect his identity.
For the
He
protection of the
didn't do
innocent.
anything wrong. We just think he's an ugly fucker, and we don't want him in the picture.
Oh
dear.
no.
That is. I'm assuming the land has subsided and
It just kind
chaos
of
ensued.
slipped.
So as soon as you said he must have slipped, I just heard like the banana peel slipping noise.
Whoop.
Oh, again!
Your train's here. Just like waiting in the station, like, ah, yes.
Ah, there it is!
4:15.
Here it is!
4:15, right on time!
Right on time!
This is like, you know those like train stations now that have like those subway stations that have like doors that like automatically open up
Yeah, to stop people
so that
from,
you
like,
can't fall into.
falling off.
Exactly. This is like the old version of that. The train right to your door.
Oh no. Oh, the duplex. Here we are. I did a video on this as well. Literally, I just googled weird steam train, weird steam engine, and this popped up, and I was like, hey, that's cool. I'm doing a video on that. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, it has seen horrors beyond our comprehension.
He has seen things that he does not wish to ever see again.
H.P. Lovecraft when he sees any minority.
Oh no. Mike, no.
It's non-Euclidean.
Mike,
I'm
I
losing
need
my
the
mind.
monetization. Stop. I need the money.
It's non-Euclidean. These lines don't make sense. I'm losing my mind.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's me after watching Color Out of Space. I don't know if you've watched that film.
Me
It's
when the
based-
Xanax hits.
It's based on a H.P. Lovecraft book. And it's just... There's no moral to the story. It's not like these are bad people and this is a bad thing that happens to them and like teaches them sort of moral lesson. Like, nah, this is just an average family trying to like... They've moved to an old like farmhouse to try and make a life for themselves out of the big city. And it just... Monsters.
It just gets worse from there. It's like, what is it? Like a Skinamarink. God, I watched that movie. Okay, have I told you about how I watched that movie?
How did you watch that movie?
I have. There's a. What is it? This was last term. I had a film class. The room has a projector like built into it. I just basically like I stayed after class and like 7:00. Just sort of like stayed there, waited until my friends were ready. I like propped open the door and we just kind of hijacked the room to watch Skinamarink on a large screen. It was dope and terrifying. That movie is awesome and frightening.
I remember my roommate basically saying he was drunkenly watching Skinamarink, and it's like, it's just things appearing and disappearing. It's terrible. He turned it off halfway through, and then he was like, you know what? I'm gonna give this a chance. So when he was sober, he sobered up, watched it again, and he was like, this is genuinely the most disturbing thing I've ever seen. Like the last like 20 minutes just made him like, this is actual horror, and I hate this.
It was fucking terrifying. I loved it though.
As terrifying as Toby's face is right here.
Exactly. We circled back around. Next train.
Toby when he
Shutterstock.
Toby when he sees like the horror fan art of him. Hey.
Oh yeah, no. Someone built in France, runs in tropical Queensland. Yeah, this looks French. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I can imagine this like driving around in Paris. You know what I mean?
This looks like it's meant to be horse-drawn. Is it?
It looks
isn't
like
though.
it. No,
It must
it's
be
like
electric.
electrical. But like, there's no.
Oh yeah, no,
there's no,
it is
like...
electric because it's got the. Actually, no, is that?
No, that's a light post.
No, that's
there's
a light.
no
That's a light post in the
pantomime.
background.
There's no
It's not electric.
lines.
It must.
It's
How do it move?
like a 1901 battery operated train.
It's just a great big tub of like just battery acid and copper.
The guy in the front, he's pedaling. It's a bicycle.
He's Flintstoning it.
Oh god, no!
The
It's one of those
passengers
like
have to
terrible.
Flintstone it.
It's one of those like shitty gastropubs where it's like the drink bike, and it's like you can get beer and you pedal on this weird bicycle thing. Have you seen one of those?
I have not, and that sounds awful.
No, it's literally like the gimmick is it's a bike tour, but it's also a bar. So you can get to drink alcohol while you're just sort of pedaling, and it's like this weird, like it's a hold on,
Is this
like
a
a
Canadian thing? Is this an
no,
American
no,
thing?
it's in the U.S. Hold on, it's a bicycle pub. I've briefly
Man,
I've
man.
forgotten. Yes, here it is. Look at this thing.
Prohibition really messed up the
Prohibition.
United
No,
States.
this is a
Over
new
here,
thing.
we just bike over to the nearest pub and drink, and then bicycle home because we don't have any bicycling while drunk laws.
Well, look. The time you spent bicycling is time that you've wasted not drinking, and so the pedal pub allows you
The
to.
pedal pub.
The pedal pub. You see, it's efficient because you can drink while you bicycle to the bar to drink more. And it's a real thing. There's like a bunch of these in like a bunch of different cities. It's
That's abhorrent.
this does not seem like a fun experience to have.
No.
I don't get the appeal of this. It's
What is
all
the point
the effort
of
of
this?
riding a bike.
You're sat there riding a bike while holding a beer. You would not be comfortable in the slightest. This is
Horizontally, mind you, riding a bike. This is terrible. Why do people like these things?
This one says hipsidepeddler.com on the side, and presumably that you can like hire it out. I want to go to their website and dox them. I don't.
No, don't encourage that.
Just crash their website. This does not deserve to exist. Pennsylvania.
It very much is Pennsylvania.
Something else that doesn't deserve to exist.
It looks like a. It looks like someone's like took a bite out of it, and like
What?
tried to stitch it back together.
No, it looks like someone's eaten like have you ever had like a sandwich from like a petrol station or like one of those ready meal sandwiches, and it's like you know how
So gross.
there's like the top crust and the bottom crust.
Yep.
How like whoever's made the sandwich like in the place where they make them has obviously put several sandwiches together and cut them half all at once, and then just put two bottom half pieces and two top half pieces in like in the sandwich packet.
Mm-hmm.
This is like two top half pieces of sandwich, and they've just put them together.
You know what they should have done? If they wanted to keep the articulation and the streamlining, they could have done like what bendy buses do, where they have just like a little rubber thing.
Mike, you understand
what I
this
mean?
is a Photoshop. This isn't real.
Oh, well.
If this was real, it would be definitive concrete proof that there is no God. Let's see, Pennsylvania.
Toy train.
But his tender too big. His tender too big for him. Goddamn he.
It's bigger than the train.
It is.
Oh.
It genuinely is.
Oh, okay.
Why is his tender so big?
You gotta go a long, long way.
How
You've got a
far are you
long
going? Are you
trip.
going to the moon? Like what?
Bruh is going on an excursion.
Here's a
This
real
is
question.
me.
I'm looking at the gap here between the tender and the locomotive. I don't think there's a mechanical stoker there. Which means whoever's shoveling the coal is doing it by hand.
Yeah, no.
Unless,
Bro's gonna get his cardio in.
Unless the
Dude.
mechanical stoker is this part down here or that part there, which I doubt. This, my boy, whoever's firing this engine has got a long way to go. He's going to look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson by the time he's finished.
Oh no, but it's all gonna be like top like arm exercises. So he's gonna have like really buff arms, but like normal legs.
He's gonna look like, I can't remember. There's a character in the first Psychonauts game. He's like this. He's a he's a patient at this mental asylum, and his whole thing is like he's like Spanish or Mexican or something like that. He's Hispanic, I know that much. And he's got this giant upper half and just these tiny ass legs.
Someone chat said bro's gonna look like Popeye.
Yes, that's the right answer. Edgar, that's it. That's the name of the guy.
I love Lionell. The tiny image. Is that a dog?
There's a lion.
Oh, it's that's
it's
cute.
A lion.
Lionell for some.
What is it with this random kid's face?
It's just here's Steven.
It's just like, can you put my son in this?
Can you put my son? Look, it's my nephew. It's his birthday. I promised I'd get him something, but I forgot to buy a present. Just put his face on the thing, please.
I love how, like, it's not even him with a model train. Like,
he's just there.
Like, they've just cropped the image as tiny as they can to just have this kid's face in it.
Is this like a DVD case? Was this a movie or something?
I hope not.
I hope it is, and I hope it's got like a dude in a lion costume.
It says something. A McCom something production.
Oh, it is like a DVD then.
Oh, it's the DVD case.
Okay, now hold on. I'm going to look this up now.
Oh,
I love Lionell. I love Lionell. Movie? Question mark? I love Lionell. TM books and video. Oh, it's also on archive.
Oh boy. Well, it looks like we're going to have a Lionell streaming movie day.
I'm genuinely looking forward to this because like this seems like the weird, obscure media. It just seems interesting.
Why is he so long? What is up with that? What is up with this boy? Like,
we love long boys.
I bet you do. This is 082. That's not cursed. It's just a weird wheel arrangement.
Unusual lad.
These are just some unusual lads. Not cursed, but unusual.
A little bit strange. That's fine.
This is
Red boy.
This I don't like this.
Oh no, it's the Turf Express. Hooray.
Oh no. I think this is a Japanese engine as well. It might be Japanese.
Oh no.
It certainly isn't Alton Hall, which is the locomotive that the Hogwarts Express is based on.
I don't like it. I don't respect it.
Someone says Queensland C-17. It might not be. It's probably not Japanese then. I apologise. It's Australian. It's Australian. Thank you, chat, for humbling and correcting.
You want to go to Australia and see it?
This is a 480, which, man, you know what? With respect, they've got the paint job down pat. They got the paint job pretty good.
Without respect, fuck this.
Oh,
hate this
identity theft is not a joke, Jim.
I hate this thing. Get it out.
Why?
Destroy it.
Hold on. Why has it got a tiny number there?
It's.
I think what it's meant to be is because the actual locomotive, Alton Hall, it's got the number plate on the front, and it's got another set of numbers painted on the side. But because this has like big windows on the side of the cab, and like it's got this weird indent here, they don't have the space to write the numbers as big as they should be. So they just have to like use these tiny ass lettering.
Oh boy.
Look at that tiny ass font. Tiny font having ass.
What? Oh, it's a funicular.
Look at that boy.
What is it? Something view? Pine view? It says?
It's...
What is it? Fine view, 5 cents.
Fine view, 5 cents, come up.
Come up. Oh, it's like a little...
the Fellenham Place elevator.
Oh, I see how this works. That's like the shed, and then the train goes into it.
Oh, the track is cursed though.
Well, that's part of the fun. It's a
Oh,
little bit
let me.
bumpy.
Because, no, if you look at it, there are two wagons there are two, like, passenger cars that go up and down. And they share the middle
Oh.
rail. So if this, like,
Oh.
if it didn't split here, if it didn't go side to side, they'd literally bump into each other. It's
Oh.
like gauntlet track. It's messed up.
That's a really interesting way of doing it.
It's an
Of
interesting
saving
way of
money.
doing it. I'll give them that, but it's still cursed as hell.
I like it though. I want to ride this thing. I'd pay 5 cents for it.
I mean, that's 5 cents in when black and white times. It'll be like $2 now.
True, true, true.
Ooh,
Oh,
there is a lot going on here.
it looks like, one of those like amphibious boat car things.
It does. I was about to say, it looks like someone's taken a boat and cut holes in the bottom and put an engine in it.
Ride the ducks like Southern Pacific, but it's a steam powered train, a duck boat train. Yep,
It's weird, man.
that's
Yeah, why is
unusual.
the boiler so low? I
I don't
imagine
know,
it's a
man.
shunting
But like,
engine.
if you look at this train. Tilt your head to the side. L.
Wait, which way am I tilting my head
No,
to?
just tilt your head to the side. To the
Yeah,
to the
which
right or
side,
whatever.
left or right?
Yeah, right. Tilt your head to the right.
I,
L.
I don't
It's an
see.
L.
I don't see an L.
What do you mean you don't see an L? Look at it. It's the
I don't
boiler
see an
thingy in the
L.
cab, and it's an L.
I
Well, to try tilt your head the other way.
I tried. I don't see an L.
What do you mean? You don't. It's the.
What do you mean you do?
What do you mean you don't? Look at it. It's got. Look at the boiler, right? That's the long bit of the L, and the cab is the sticky outy bit.
Yeah, but you could make the argument that all engines look like an L.
All trains are L's.
Is that careful? Say those sorts of comments in this chat, you're gonna wake up with a bunch of burly men with crowbars outside your door. I say burly
Bold of you
men.
to assume I don't want that. Hey. Way.
Wait.
Way.
Wait. What?
Whoa.
You can't park there,
Yeah,
mate.
Yeah, just taking the kids to work. Taking the
Can we appreciate, though, that the signal box is called Claire?
Claire. Hey, I'm dropping Claire off.
It's Claire's car.
Exactly. How else is Claire supposed to get to work?
What? Why is this car on the tracks? Because this genuinely looks like an actual functioning railway.
Oh my god, no.
Unless this
It's
is
what-
like the Severn Valley or like a heritage railway and they've just...
It's what we were talking about before. They're stuck in traffic on the train.
Oh no. That's that one Top Gear episode.
I also like how, because the platform, you cannot exit the driver's side.
No, it's the passenger side.
No, because the cars are on the different side of the road.
Yeah, the wheels are on a different side, so the door that's open is the driver's side.
Oh, because you're British.
The correct side.
No.
What? Oh boy.
Oh, it's on fire.
The wheel is on fire. That's... I
Nah, it's meant to be on fire.
I see a problem there, mate. I've heard of burning rubber, but this is ridiculous.
Dude, be just...
I'm trying to figure out what it is he's meant to be doing. Is he trying to put a new tire on the wheel?
Nah, boy, just go to like, what is it? Easy Tire or whatever.
Just call up the Michelin Man. You don't need to do this.
Yeah, nah. Just on fire.
Yeah, but like if you're going to
He's
put a
just
new
vibing.
if you're going to put a new tire on the wheel, surely you'd like take the axle off to make it easier to... Someone says I lost 50 watches with that joke. Oh no. It's in a
What?
turntable well, you know what that means?
What does that mean? I don't know what that means.
Where is it? That's vodka. Where's that?
It's Turntable Tuesday. What?
Where's my toffee alcohol?
It's Friday. Turntable toffee?
No, I had the rule where every time I saw something in a turntable well, I'd take a shot. Where's my toffee liqueur? Give me my toffee liqueur. I'm an alcoholic. I have problems. But that won't stop me from drinking my toffee liqueur.
Get on the bike pub. Get on the bike pub.
Oh god, there is so much rubbish under my desk. Why are there so many cardboard boxes?
Why do you have... Where are you...
Because I've not cleaned my desk in a while.
Now, honestly, same here. I got like an invoice, piece of paper.
Oh, that's a dirty shot glass. I'm not using that. So I'll just drink it straight out of the bottle.
As is intended.
Oh. I can always think.
You're drinking straight liquor. You're supposed to water that down.
Nah, it's fine.
It doesn't sound fine.
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
No, it's fine. I'm fine.
Don't worry.
I'm fine.
I won't cough and end the stream this time. It's fine.
Nah, bro, it's fine.
Okay, I'm good. That's a big bag of crisps. That can go over there. On the subject of drinking, do you still have the Wales water? I do. Oh god, D-Man, are you about to ask me to do what I think you're about to ask me to do? Have you tried turning it off and on again? That's a little beyond turning it off and on again, I think.
altunaworks.info.
Thank you, Altoona. Altoona? I hardly know her. Wait. Let's see. I'm just gonna watch the fish. I'm just gonna watch.
You can Altoona piano.
I'm just gonna watch the current viewers, and I'm gonna see how far down it goes.
It's just.
I'm just gonna watch it drop real quick. I'm just gonna wait to see how many viewers we lose for these jokes.
Hey, could you scroll down a bit?
I think we've gained 2 actually. Oh, never mind. We've just lost 6.
Gain 2.
Speaking
lose 6.
of tuna, here's a new home for you, pal. Have at it.
What is it? The Boston Tea Party, or like the Boston Tea, whatever. They're protesting the train taxes by throwing trains into the ocean.
Oh, well, there we are. $5 from D-Man. Drink more Wales water. Oh, God, where is it?
Oh, this is the New York artificial reef things.
Yeah. Where they just threw a bunch of old subway cars into the water to turn into reefs.
I am skeptical of this, because it sounds like it was just like a scheme to just chuck train cars into the ocean.
I mean,
because
they do have some scrap value. I know that much.
Like a while back, there was a whole big thing about like, oh yeah, we're gonna put used tires in the ocean, and it'll make artificial reefs, and it'll be great.
Not tires.
And it turns out,
not tires.
Yeah, no, it turns out tires just don't work at all, and we put a shitload of rubber in the ocean for no reason.
Right, I'm gonna take a chug of the Wales water. How about that?
The Welsh water. Water of the Welsh.
Don't you just love? Don't you just love 8-month-old tap water?
It tastes like Wales.
Tastes like Wales. Hey! Warning, gas burning in process. Keep clear of flame.
Grass burning.
Grass burning.
Oh, they'd be smoking that Kush. I want that sign in my room.
Warning, grass burning in progress. Keep clear of flame. I need to find what museum this is located in, and I'm going to ask if I can buy that sign. Or at least know where I can get a copy of it.
That's good. But
Me
nah,
when
you
me
gotta love
when the hot Zaza.
me when the funny plant. You gotta love though a train car where it's like it is just like a giant bottle of flammable gas. Like
Th
if something bumps into that,
this is actually a thing though. I'll have to see if
yeah,
I
you
can
gotta.
like find this article and blow it up so I can actually properly read it. But like, we got weeds growing over the track, boss. What do? Flamethrower. What? Flamethrower.
Flame.
Sir, we could just, spray some like
No,
weed killer. Flamethrower.
Dave's got a weed whacker. Nah, flamethrower.
We got a lawnmower. We could just use the lawnmower. We could just, I got some weed killer. Yeah, it usually works. Nah, burn the fuckers. I don't want to see any grass alive around my train tracks. You understand?
What's happening here?
I do not know. Why has he got lights over his buffers?
So you can see them.
Shut up. Shut up.
Why else would they be there?
Be quiet. I'm done with this picture. Let's move on. Wow.
Ooh, Angular 20 Cyberpunk 2020.
I'm guessing this is a tram, obviously, but like
This damn thing's shaped like a razor, but like
Actually,
a fancy razor.
is this meant to be like an exhibition, or is this actually a tram stop? I'm assuming it's an exhibition, given everything else.
There's no rails. It's one of those dumb like fake trams where it's just a bus.
It's just a bus with
It's one of those like
issues.
the trackless trams that they call them, where it's just a bus but weird.
Here's the thing, though. Like, it looks though as if this is some kind of exhibition, like given like the background and everything else. So it might just be that this is a tram.
Oh yeah, no, this is the newest like gadget band tech bro scam, where you just like you make a fake train and be like, this is the future of transport, and it's like, no, this is a bus. And also, it's like shaped to funnel people directly into the wheels. Look at that.
It literally is though.
It's
Like, there's
got a
no
funnel.
cow catcher. There's nothing. Like,
It's the opposite of a cow catcher. It's a cow catcher, as in it catches them and throws them under the wheels.
straight up though, like if you fall over, you are going under that. That is terrible design.
Yes, this is
This
our
should
solution
not be
for,
allowed
like,
in an area where
tram intercity transport, like in-city transportation. We
should...
call it the Passenger Mulcher 5000.
Oh god.
The leg catcher.
I think that's a Mark 1 coach that someone's been gutting.
Oh no. I feel like the inside of that would smell like an old caravan.
It probably would, but at the same time, like, it's very spacious once you take everything out.
It could be a nice caravan, honestly.
No, people genuinely do this. Like, there are some people who, in their gardens, like, they've bought, like, old Mark 1, Mark 2 railway carriages from British Railways, and they've just gutted them and turned them into, like, little holiday homes. Or, like, little Airbnbs you can rent out while on holiday.
Yes.
Like, I want to do that. I want to buy a carriage, gut it, and turn it into, like, a house, but I want to leave it on the wheels so I can attach it to a train and just go somewhere if I want to. You give me one reason why that wouldn't work.
You'd have to get permission from the train company to let you do that.
Yeah, but that's...
And they'd probably just say no.
Yeah, well, then I'll just go on a different railway. It's fine.
I don't think any railway will let you do that, man. I don't think they want
if
that.
If I
that
ask
noise.
really nicely and hand them a check, they'll be fine.
Maybe.
What are railways for if not moving house?
Fair enough.
Excuse me?
It's for the little people. The gnomes.
You can't...
What?
Mike, you can't call little people gnomes. That's very offensive.
No, no. Oh, shit. No, that's not what I meant.
It's just a train full of gnomes.
They got the white hats. They're Smurfs.
Well, some of them have white hats, some of them have green hats, some of them have like these sort of dark purple hats, some of them have red hats, some of them have yellow hats, some of them have red hats. They're Smurfs of many nations.
The International Smurf Summit.
Oh.
You've been gnomed!
We've been gnomed!
God damn it!
Oh, I think Walketh is watching the stream and just immediately put you've been gnomed. One of the server mods is watching the stream and is just like, you've been gnomed.
Oh no.
GG. Oh hey, it's those plastic wheels again.
Ah yes, the Hot Wheels train.
Why is it so dirty? And then like
the iron?
But why is the chrome on like the bogie so clean? Like the rest of the engine seems dirty, it's full of wear and tear, but they've been shining their chrome.
Gotta be shiny.
You've got to polish your chrome, otherwise you won't enter Valhalla, as Immortan Joe has taught us. That's just a boxy boy.
Boxy train.
He's just a boxy boy. He's fine. That's
Speaking
a boxy boy.
Look at that. CWCN4.
CMCN something 4. I think. Oh, this is a better picture of it. Oh, it's CMC number 4.
Gotcha.
Why is he so boxy though? I'm
it's
guessing
for holding tools. It looks like a toolbox.
Well, these are all water tanks, so I imagine it's just to increase the distance it can travel. But like, why is so boxy though, man? Just make it a tender engine at that point. What are you gaining?
Know what?
Oh no.
Oh, it's the fake train.
Fake trains.
Fake train.
I found you, faker.
Faker, you're not even good enough to be my fake.
I hate the fact that we both know that. And that we both simultaneously referenced it.
This looks like one of those mall train rides.
It probably is one of those mall train rides. Let's see what else we got. We got... Hang on.
Oh, it's an airplane.
No, that's... No, but that wouldn't work because it's blasting into the tender. Like all the air is pushing against the tender, so
it's an afterburner. The tender is an afterburner.
Yeah, and the afterburner is pointing directly at a chemical tank. That's not a good idea?
You gotta cook it.
Do not cook the chemicals.
Sometimes you want to cook the chemicals.
Look, Palestine, Ohio will have very strong opinions on cooking chemicals that have come out of a train tanker, okay? Do not do that. Do not do that.
Oh, boy.
Oh, no.
Oh! It's straight up cartoonish looking fella.
That is cartoonish. At first I was like, oh, that's normal. But then I was like, no, it's too low down. And like,
this man is high-vis yellow. You're going to see this from, like, space.
You've seen the Magic School Bus. This is the Magic Train.
The Magic School Train.
Magic School Train. Takes you to school.
Seatbelts,
everyone!
Cruising on down Main Street.
Please let this be a normal rail trip with the friends. No way!
Aww.
That kid was
no
going
joke. No
through
joke.
it.
I used to. What is it? I used to be made fun of in elementary school. They called me Arnold because I looked like Arnold.
I appreciate that, like, the fact that every intro the kid's like, oh, like he was clearly going through it. He just wanted one normal day.
Arnold just wanted some fucking stability in his life, man.
His parents
That's
were
all
getting,
he wanted.
His parents were like splitting up. He was like,
parents are splitting up. He's moving house.
He had to deal with like one of his grandparents passing away. Like one of his aunts is ill, and it's just
Miss
like,
Frizz, look,
please.
I'm really going through it, man. Can we just, like, go to the museum or something?
No, we're going to the moon!
The museum? We're going into space!
We're going to shrink down and go inside your head to figure out why you're so much of a bitch.
This is called oxytocin, kids.
Like, Miss Frizz is just a really passive-aggressive bully.
We're going into the fucking electricity, kids. We're going inside the computer.
Oh, $10. I have 3 images I want to submit. One really isn't cursed, but I think you'd like it. I can't submit it to cursed images chat. How do I get permission? What? Have you joined the server? If you've joined the Discord server, there should be a thing in the rules where you say I agree to the rules after you've read them, and that should open up all the other chats for you to use. I think that's how that works. If not, then I think you might just be cursed to never be able to post cursed trains ever again. That sounds an awful lot like a you problem. Let's see what else we got going. Oh, it's a tiny tank engine.
It's a little fella.
The thing is, as well, hypothetically, this engine could actually function.
A theoretical fella.
Theoretically, it could work. It wouldn't be great. But, like, hypothetically, you still got the firebox, you still got, the funnel.
Hypothetically, this is a train.
It wouldn't be that great, but it could just about work. This, on the other hand...
what is happening here?
How is it upright?
You just got the one wheel. That's all you need.
It's just... No, and the boiler is too small.
No, it's fine.
Look,
it's fine. You just gotta get a small guy to operate it.
I smell Kenosha.
I see a small image. What is happening here?
It's a messed up...
Oh, it's a train on a train.
It's a messed up looking engine is what it is.
And it's on another train.
This is somebody's train poster.
It's one of them really, really early trains. Look at that.
One of those really early trains. I also think your phone case is crap, mate. Because I can just about see it in the reflection. You've got a crap phone case. How does that feel? Oh my god!
The Intercity Reliant Robin.
The Reliant Supervan with the Intercity paint job. Let's go!
Yes!
I need to buy this car. Like, right now. I need to learn how to drive this car.
Oh my god. No, you're gonna do that, and then, like, the next week after you buy it, you're gonna be found dead in a ditch from crashing this thing. It's a Reliant. You're gonna die.
It's okay, I'll die a happy man. Riz. Why? Where are your trailing wheels? Why is your cab why is it hanging so far?
Nah, you see, it's a weight distribution.
No, like, Mike, you gotta understand, if you don't have trailing wheels back here, this cab is going to shake side to side so violently.
It's a fun little thing. It shakes you up a little bit. It's fine. It's a massage.
No, it'll do the opposite of massage you. It'll rattle your bones. You'll have no teeth.
The dentist train.
The LMS corridor tender. That's not cursed, though.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just a little door.
It's a corridor tender. It's not... It's just different. There's the boy.
Ooh. What? It got it's a Looney Tunes got dropped an anvil on its head.
It literally is like someone just went into paint and just clicked at the top and dragged down and just squashed it. Is
this like for, what is it, mines? Coal mines or something like that? Because you gotta have it be
I need to look up.
in?
I need to look up why they built this. It's been on like one of my to make videos for a while. But like, it's known as the flying buffer beam. And it is straight up just like, I imagine this would be used for like shunting, factory work, that sort of thing. It's like, how low can you make an engine?
Playing limbo with a train.
Toad 69500 commented, low bridge. Really low bridge. Like, that cannot be any more than like 5 feet high. From rail to like the top of it. It cannot be any higher than that.
It's a short king.
That's not a short king. That's not even short. That is goddamn insignificant.
Minuscule.
A tiny boy. That is...
Aww.
Well, that's just a dog statue. That's not a cursed
It's a
train.
doggy.
That's not a cursed train.
No, he's holding a puppy.
That's not a cursed train. That's
It's
a
a doggy.
cursed train.
It's a tiny train.
That is... Oh, that's weirding me out.
It's just a little model train.
Is this meant to be one of, like, the Great Western 060s? That was, it was meant to be based on, like, those American shunting engines that were brought over here during the Second World War. And because they were so efficient, the Great Western tried to build their own version of them. Is this meant to be those Great Western engines? Because the paint job is... Oh, God, it's the wrong colour. It's, like, the wrong... That's not even the Great Western logo. It's got a tender.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's green. It's a train.
It's don't
fine.
like it. I don't... What is this?
Oh, look at that.
Now that's...
It's a little fairground ride.
Have you ever seen that one picture from Tom and Jerry where it's like, I think Tom has like a safe dropped on him and he walks out and he's just a perfect cube.
Cube train.
He is... A safe was dropped on an engine and this came out of the safe.
Just a small bean.
It is just a tiny boy. Why is the Pennsylvania Railroad GG1 pink?
Because you know what? That's just what it was.
Why is it pink?
It can be pink if it
Why
wants.
is it pink?
It's fine. It's 2024.
Yeah, but it looks awful.
It's 2012, man. Like, you know, it's we can
Look, I understand.
that image is tiny.
It's tiny and I don't like it. What is...
Speaking of tiny,
why are there so many tiny engines?
glass casting.
It's just a tiny
Glass-casting.
boy. It's just a... What?
Inverted boy.
Oh, this is... I used this picture for one of the thumbnails.
It's
For one of the Cursed Train streams, I used this picture for one of the thumbnails. I think it's
He's
meant to
just
be like an
upside down.
art installation.
Yeah, fair enough. That's some cool art.
Oh, it's the Bousquet locomotive that we saw earlier.
It's got a patio on the front of it.
It does. It's just got an entire deck built on
You
the
can
front.
just put like a nice little bistro table down, have your tea.
You can put one of those like white plastic lawn chairs on there.
Yeah, monoblock train. Monoblock chair.
So we've got that, which we've seen before. That's just a kid
That's just a child.
with a Thomas driver's hat on. Good for you, pal. We've had this picture, and we've just had this picture. Cool, I guess. That's a boy.
Look at that, chunky.
I like 'em big. I like 'em chunky. Two truck shays.
Shades.
That is...
That-
it's the cab on it that makes it weird.
It's got a shed.
It's just in a shed.
It's just in a shed.
Heard you talking about that Unita shit.
I don't
Why
understand
is
that
this
one.
image so compressed?
I don't understand.
I hope this comes across on the stream because I know YouTube caps it at 720p. This image is like 140p tops. It is so compressed. Oh, that's a
It's a brewing
Beamish.
keg on wheels.
It's a coffee pot locomotive.
It's a coffee pot.
But this is at Beamish. I've been to Beamish. I went there 2022 in about April. Honestly, if you've never been to Beamish and you live in the UK, I recommend going to Newcastle. Beamish is somewhere you could spend about 2 days and you'd see everything. Like you could see everything in 1 day if you went there. But if you wanted to like, actually do like there's like a little mine tour, like a tour of like an old mine, and you know there's like other places that do certain demonstrations. So if you wanted to actually see everything, you'd have to give it 2 days. But honestly, I highly recommend Beamish. It is so good.
Yeah.
Just a moment of silence.
Well, I don't know what to say. I've never been. I'll take your word for it.
You'd really enjoy it. It's a living
I probably
museum.
would. Yeah, no, I've seen videos of it. They've got like a 1950s town now. That's
They're
cool.
built. I think last time I was there, they were working on a 1950s town. But like the
Yeah.
idea is there's like a small town area, and there's like part of it's like the early 1800s, mid 1800s, late 1800s, early 1900s. There's like during World War II. There's the 1950s. There's a hair salon there, like a proper 50s, 40s, 50s style hair salon where you can get your hair cut.
Yes.
There is a fish and chip shop there that sells chips fried in beef tallow. Like properly beef fat chips. I didn't get to try them when I was there because the line was so goddamn long. But
everybody wants them beef and beef fries.
No, honestly, like I don't. Have you ever had like roast potatoes cooked in goose fat?
No, I haven't.
Then you will not. You do not know what you're missing. They're so good. Hey!
Oh, yay!
This railway in Ireland that I did a video on.
The Irish monorail.
The Irish monorail. The first commercial monorail in the world.
Yay!
I'm not joking, that's genuinely a fact. And the Irish hated it because they wanted an actual railway.
Yeah, no, I can see that.
Not this fairground attraction.
We want an actual train.
Like, the British government, fine, here's your train. No, wait, no, that's not what we... too late, that's what you get. Oh, this is a Lego locomotive on... Oh, that's weird. They've built this out of Lego, but they've put it on, like, standard O-gauge track.
Alright.
That's nifty, but weird.
Interesting.
Let's see what else we got. Oh! That's a boy?
It's got a tank on top of it.
It's got a tank there. It's got a big-ass radiator there. We've got another one here, which is just a...
That's even more radiators. What are you doing inside of there that needs so much radiation?
Wait, radiation? Mike, hold on a second. That's not what's... Hold on a second. Well, I think we're talking about very different things.
Experiments in my train.
I love these engines. I love these engines because these are like... I think these were the sorts of engines built for like Australian and American logging railroads, where they just get a flatbed, bolt a boiler to it, and just try and drive one of the sets of wheels. And like, there we are, we've got ourselves a locomotive.
We got a train.
Like, look at the funnel on it. It's just made out of metal sheets that have been riveted together.
I mean, that's all you need.
It's so crooked and goofy, but I love them. What? The Mud Digger locomotive. Why does mud digger sound like a very
Yeah,
a very obscure niche racial slur?
I do not like this. I don't.
I,
It's
I
got
it
it's got a
the
funnel.
I sorry, I just noticed how weird this cylinder arrangement is. Like the cylinder's driving a crank here, which then drives the wheels. What?
Goofy
It is goofy art indeed. That's just an 060 LMS.
It's just a nice little drawing of a
That's
train.
a little drawing of a train. Oh, there's the squished boy. He's squished.
Why he's so small?
Because he don't need to be big. Some days you just need them small. That's nice.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with this.
Is it the paint job that's cursed? I think we've seen this before. I think it's just the paint job that's cursed. It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
I think we've seen this one before as well.
Yep.
Which is it's a hot dog. Oh no!
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 Scott Rail!
Don't do that! No!
Scott Rail forever!
Not to the Caledonian! No!
Yes!
It deserves better than this!
Yes!
No!
You want your Scott Rail? Here's your Scott Rail.
I'm moving on. Look, a small boy.
Purple boy.
It's more of a blue.
The Barney train.
That's not purple, Mike.
Shut up.
It's blue.
I
know you're colorblind, but I didn't think you were that colorblind.
No, it looked that. Shut up.
I'm bullying you, colorblind. What color's that, Mike?
It's like a weird, like a cyanish thing.
This. It's grey.
Like a very, very light cyan.
It's grey.
No, it's got blue tones in it.
It's
not just
grey.
No, it's not.
Are we looking at the same picture? It's grey.
Look, it's very desaturated, so
It's
it
got
looks like
red-
gray, but it's pulling blue, so it looks it's closer to cyan.
It's got red wheels, black frames, and a grey body. It's grey. Chat's agreeing with me. It's grey.
Has Chat been to art school? I don't think so.
Someone says it's bluish grey, but that's probably
Exactly.
It's probably
pulling
just the
blue.
sky.
It's
It's
closer
fine.
to
It's
cyan.
grey.
No,
It's grey.
you're wrong.
You're wrong.
Next train.
It's a tram.
Ugh!
Well, he's got a point. He's got a point there. He's got pointy frames.
Got a point.
He's got a point. Look at that. He's on stilts. Look at that. He's got wheels.
Yeah.
He's got weird frames. Look at that. He's got no face. He's got a big dent where his face
It looks like a
should
sock
be.
puppet. It looks like a sock puppet.
It's Kermit doing the scrunch.
Now, can't you imagine like where it's got like bent in half and like the two kind of like open and close?
No, you know what I'm seeing right now? I'm imagining someone's got like a fork with like some broccoli on it and is just like reaching forwards towards the smoke box. It's like, no! Oh no.
Blue.
But where's his face? Where's his boiler? Where's his cab?
He's been killed.
He's been dissected. Oh no, bro.
Oh no, bro.
He's on fire.
You know who else is the honored one? Imaginary technique. Purple.
You got a cheater box? I can't believe it. You know who else got cheated on?
I love this actually. Right on trains.
It always
yeah.
blows my mind whenever there's like these trains going through like India or like just really densely populated countries, and there are people just on top of the train.
I mean, you know what? You want to get where you want to get. Sometimes there's no space. Sometimes you got to go on top of the train, and you know what? That's fine. And they can't charge you because you're on top of the train. What are they gonna do?
Oh no, I do not like this.
Oh, okay.
That because the boiler, but there's another boiler, and there's this No, I'm getting human centipede vibes from this, and I do not like it. I'm moving on. I don't like that. That's cursed.
Oh.
W.M. McIntyre. Now that's a small engine.
That's a little guy. He looks like a car. Sega.
No, Sonic, don't do it. No, Sonic, no. Hey, it's one of these.
Is strange. You sounded so despondent when you said that. It's one of
these. Oh, they've. Oh, that's
no.
not good.
Oh, it's fallen over.
He's done more than fall over. It's like a cat stretching along the tracks. It's just.
Oh no, it's fallen over.
Oh dear. And we're right back where we started.
Ah, perfect.
That's a perfect way to end it. Perfect way to end it.
Full circle. This is just like fucking Memento or some shit. This is real Kino over here.
This is some Christopher Nolan shit right here.
We've done real Kino. I hope you're all happy.
Well, there we are then. I'm gonna bring this to a close.
Yeah, I gotta leave soon.
So I think USS Salem, you wanted to watch something. Can we watch that next stream? Because me and Mike, we've still got to watch a lot of railway documentaries.
No, next stream, I want to look at that Lionell thing. I want to see what the hell is, like, was it the Great Lionell Adventure or whatever? Like, what the hell is that?
USS Salem, I promise we'll watch it next time we do a documentary stream. Is that okay? I know you've paid to see it, but, like, I'm sorry. But we've been doing this for 3 hours.
Yeah, I genuinely do have to leave. I gotta go help with some.
Mike's gotta go. Okay, so we've got to hurry this up. We've got to hurry up the outro. I'll play the Tug's theme. The Tug's theme's playing right now.
Okay,
this has been a very productive stream, I gotta say.
This has been a good stream. Like I was thinking it'd be like low energy and sad, but like no, it's a good stream. Good stream.
Nah, you see, the thing is, it's like it's good to have you on board. Because now I've got someone to bounce off of, because with a lot of the Curse Train stream, I'll just run out of steam. And
exactly.
And it's just like, I've seen these pictures before, but with you, I've got someone to talk to them about. It's great.
Exactly.
One of these days, I got to do this with Heist. I've got to do this with, like, some other YouTuber. No promises, but Heist, Baby Doll, if you're watching, hit me up.
He's not gonna hit you up now. You call him Baby Doll.
Someone's got to call. Look, I've got to call someone Baby Doll, and if it's not going to be Heist, then who else will it be?
Fair enough. You can find me.
No mentions of February 24th. Wait a second. Oh, thanks to you, man.
You can find me on Twitter at IRLOnFire.
He's in the description. His Twitter's in the description. It's fine.
Exactly. You can find me on Perfinity at FunniesOnFire. I post art there, and that's all.
He certainly does. Okay. Well, the Tug's theme's coming to an end. Mike, what do we do now? The Tug's theme's over.
I don't know. Normally, you just kind of end the stream.
I mean, I could end the stream, but usually I end it on like some kind of gag. Like there's some kind of joke or witty remark I make.
Well, what if the gag is that there is no gag and it just kind of cuts out mid-sentence? Like that could be something.
I mean, I guess we could do it. But it's getting predictable because usually I end it mid-sentence.
I mean, honestly, you kind of did the best one when you like coughed and just kind of end the stream.
Yeah, that was fun. I just coughed.
Peaked.
Damn, man, I peaked long ago. I don't think I'll ever peak again.
I peaked this morning.
I beg your pardon? You did what this morning?
End the stream. End the stream. End the stream.